Hello and welcome, Rocket League fans. We are here and we are live, the Nace Star League coming at you. I'm FBI Tub up here, Vincent. Vincent, it's been a while.
It has. It's been a hot minute, but I'm happy to be number one back with you, Tug, and then number two back here on the Nace Star League broadcast for some more Rocket League. I haven't been on the Rocket League broadcast for a hot minute, so I'm excited to get some Rocket League action in me.
Absolutely. And good news for you guys. We have a quartet. That's 4 different fantastic matches on the docket today. First up, the McMaster Marauders taking on the St. Clair Saints. Both of these teams, Vincent, you'll notice, 4-0. 4-0 right now. West Virginia, Pittsburgh coming up after that. University of Washington versus the University Laval. I believe I'm saying that right. Hoping I'm saying that right.
I looked it up. That's what it sounded like.
Thank you. Appreciate you. University of Oklahoma taking on North Dakota State to round out our day here on the day. Of course, it'll be happening 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, folks.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. A lot of good matchups here. Obviously, some very heavy ones, especially that first one with both teams 4-0. But I think down to the back end of the day, despite the fact that Oklahoma has a loss on the season, I think that's going to be a lot of fun as well. So pretty much a lot to look forward to, and I think that, honestly, we should just jump right into the action. First matchup of the day is indeed the St. Clair Saints, as we talked about with McMaster University on the other side. Lars, Mighty, Robo Buddy, and Bramo. Nitrix, Brisk, and Descent on the other side of things. Nitrix, of course, one of those names that I recognize, probably one to watch if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and we'll hop into predictions here in a second, but again, just to have fun, we are ranking the players' names. I love Robo Buddy, but Nitrix has like that kind of wonky, like made up word to it, and I'm always about that.
You know, it's the combination of like a real word but spelling it a little bit differently.
Classic gaming stuff.
True. It's like just upper tier, and we're gonna get into the upper tier gameplay as we head into things. St. Clair in the orange and McMaster in the blue as we move forward. Get things beginning. It's already St. Clair with control and an opportunity for Nitrix.
Brisk kind of watches Lars get the easiest block of their lives thus far. Robo Buddy, the backside, Mighty. Starting this one a little bit slow, but the Master Marauders, a little bit offense going early. Back and forth to go. St. Clair, the Saints back on defense. Or back on offense, excuse me.
Ooh, nice bump. Brisk trying to attempt to regather control of that ball, but not to be. As Mighty gets a demo, so he'll leave St. Clair at least 2 men for a moment. That's no problem for Brisk. Great control, aerial, and then a bump over the top of Mighty, but Mighty getting there. Plenty of time remaining, and this has been back and forth in the first minute, and a nice look, I think.
It makes sense. The 2 4-0 teams thus far, Fenson, are not really willing. Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
St. Clair, the Saints, exactly 60 seconds into this first game. Strike first. They drew first blood with Vincent.
Yeah, and it's just a fantastic touch by Brisk. Getting that touch, just making sure that nobody can get back to it. And McMaster caught wanting just a little bit in their defense. But, I mean, I think you could still argue back and forth overall, despite that goal.
I have to agree with you. Lars left side. Brisk an easy stop against this backboard yet again. Lars with the attempted back pass. Mighty is going to be very happy they got up into this one, as is Descent on their ascent. I don't know, defensive-wise. Nitrix, left side right now. No boost to be spoken of. Kind of be starved out right now. We'll see if that team kind of continues here, folks. Robo Buddy up. Maybe a fake, maybe a attempted let to Mighty to let this one go inside. Not 100% sure. Regardless, Lars to the middle right here. Robo Buddy. Down bottom, rotating this one around. Robo Buddy, again, contention for best name in the lobby, or at least on their team so far.
Oh, man, some good defense, but it's just going nowhere. It's back onto the hands of the Saints, and Nitrix takes advantage. Watch this. Lars, great touch, but where is it going? Nitrix has that in the hand and takes advantage. Brilliant stuff from the Saints.
Nitrix, a huge contender there for best name in the lobby. First one happened in exactly 1 minute. Second one happens at almost exactly 2 minutes. There's a lot to be said for predictability and reliability here, folks. Descent across the middle. Speaking of, Lars actually beats them there and continues this offensive pressure against St. Clair. They have not faced a whole lot of real offensive pressure thus far, Vincent. See how this goes, and if they can continue to get that. Nope, it's going to be Brisk. They clean, crisp, and clear shot across the middle.
Yeah, I mean, teed up here a little bit by Nitrix, but Brisk really just regathers that after the tussle in the corner. And another well-placed shot. That's the thing. St. Clair on target whenever they're taking these shots.
I have to agree. 10 seconds away from halftime. Mighty puts this down to Brisk. Brisk gets a touch on it and then just gets executed from the back right there. Never saw it coming. It was clean and it was quick, right?
Yeah, one way to put it. St. Clair, though, up 3 at this point. We've just passed the halfway mark, and, well, that might be a problem for McMaster to get back into this game. Obviously, just game 1 of the, series, but still can be difficult. Of course, a loose ball can always allow you to get back into this game. That's the beauty of Rocket League. Nitrix back in control. Some good work on the aerial. Dodges out on one man, but can't make 2 others miss, and it's going to serve up an opportunity for McMaster, but that opportunity swiftly taken.
Speaking of, Nitrix trying to spin gold from straw right here. Left side, Mighty going to be able to take this one up. Saints actually a little bit slow on the defensive cover-up. Now everybody should be back here after Descent purchased them a little bit of time. Backboard, Brisk, left side, no danger right now. That's going to be centered, maybe a pass to Descent. They're going to be very, very happy that Lars was not a little bit closer to this one, Vincent. Speaking of,
ooh,
nope, too high.
Yeah, I mean, Nitrix there to defend regardless. Another attempted shot, that's off the backboard. No dice, another attempt, but that one's wide to left. Can't be on target, not this time for McMaster. Another one just sheer across the goal line, and it too is unable to be connected. McMaster with opportunity after opportunity falling by the wayside.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Like, McMaster, it's kind of a weird position they were just in, right? Like, they have possession for so long, and they get a lot of offensive, like, opportunities, but no, like, real passing plays, no, like, really, really close shots or anything like that. They just kind of maintain possession for a while. Crazy stuff. There's no, again, not for lack of trying necessarily, but McMaster still 0 points on the board. That's going to be open net in St. Clair. The Saints going to go up 4-0. A little bit more than half a minute left in this game one.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, Descent taking the first nail and sort of tapping it into the coffin, at least for game number 1 here, because McMaster, 4 goals, 39 seconds. I mean, listen, technically, I've seen it happen, of course, but that's in, like, my games, and I'm bad.
That's
that's
why we're on this side of the desk here, people. That's why we're on this side of the desk. Oh, not going to happen, I think it's fair to say. Or a Herculean effort, we'll call it. That's a solid shot initially. Okay, Risk reads this. Just reads this. 20 seconds to go here. Average of 5 seconds per goal. Not going to happen. Might be 4-1, might be 5-0, something like this. I'm going to say this game 1 is over.
Yeah. I've actually seen some nice passing, though, here in the last, 40 seconds from McMaster that we weren't seeing before. So maybe some hope, some difference into the next game. At the very least, that to me shows that there is some learning, some adjustments being made, if you will, into this. And overall, though, I think McMaster they were playing a decent enough defense, but they were playing too much defense, if you will. You can't keep playing defense the entire game, and then once they were able to find some offensive capability, it just wasn't on target.
Yeah. What's the classic saying from American football? Defense wins games, defense wins champions, stuff like this. Rocket League is just different. These are higher level Rocket League teams, and there's very, very few situations, only one in this game, that there's going to be like an open net type situation that nobody can get back to. You have to spend time on offense. But then also, I mean, I say that all the time, right? Casters say things like that all the time, but McMaster is on offense for like the middle 90 seconds of this game, like almost continuously, Vincent.
Yeah.
But then they're not really able to spin anything from that. They're not able to get anything from that because it's just a lot of like kind of weaker offensive opportunities. Like ball went into their defensive side a couple of times, but only for a couple of seconds. But still, shot after shot just wasn't really there. It was just much more like methodical, simple, clear-cut Rocket League defense. And St. Clair's just going to be able to read that every single time, right? Again, not our ranked games, right?
Exactly. Well, and I think a lot of the shots that we were seeing go through, from McMaster's offense, they were just a little weak, or off target. that needs to change, but some of the passing plays I was seeing suggested that could change. As we see McMaster in control, at least for the start, but that's taken away almost immediately as the aggression St. Clair applies comes to fruition. Mighty back with it, has control, a little overzealous though, loses that ball as it was moving forward.
That was one of the best looks that McMaster has had on offense thus far. Marauders still looking for something, still on offense, been basically this entire game again. They found themselves in this position last time, still left game one without even one to go. No doggy back here, Vincent. 4-0 in game number one. Oof. Close shot, Mighty on the defense. Perfect transition from offense into defense for McMaster. Not being too negative here, folks. What is that? Well, Lars maybe can find something. I don't think Mighty or Robo actually had any boost at all after they kind of connected in the middle.
Yeah, and that has been a problem. I think you mentioned it a little earlier. They have been struggling to collect that boost at times, both defensively and then transitioning from, getting control into the offense, running out of steam, if you will. Mighty, another nice defensive ball. Going to clear things out. Lars does it once again, but it's bumped straight back via Nitrix, as that's been the continuous problem for McMaster as St. Clair applies pressure after pressure, but Mighty in control. It's cleared away. I didn't see who that was, but it's not enough because Lars connects the final shot.
Nicely done. Nicely done. McMaster going to be striking first in game number 2. Obviously, we saw them go, 6.5 minutes or so? No scores on board is not for lack of trying. A 4-0 McMaster taking on a 4-0 St. Clair Saints as of right now. And McMaster, first time lead in this series, McVinson.
Yeah, and that's impressive, especially off the back of some fantastic aerial work that was well defended too, taking advantage of that bounce out to the outside. Lars doing that. St. Clair back in control. Kind of working this corner has been their modus operandi throughout. Descent trying to interrupt this ball, but it's a nice pass inside. Robo, he's got an opportunity. It's going forward, and Mighty connects to close it out.
Mighty right there. The period on it's a statement, Vincent. It's not a question. It's not an open-ended statement, right? Mighty. It's a statement right there. Period on the end. Second goal here. McMaster now. Progressive, call up State Farm, talk to Jake. It's the insurance goal right there. 1 goal lead is no real lead indeed in the great game of Rocket League.
Ooh, what a nice ball. That looked so good. Brisk teeing Nitrix up with a real opportunity, but Robo has done a fantastic job of defending. Brisk defending his own goal now, as Nitrix does the same. But Lars, they've been fantastic at upping the tempo of McMaster this entire game.
I have to agree with that one. Half of it now done, looking categorically different from our game one. As I always say, the most important parts. Wow, that happens again. Robo Buddy and Lars, maybe they just miss each other or something. And I'm not sure. There's no other reasonable explanation why these two higher level Rocket League players just continuously hitting bumpers.
It's just a hug. Everybody
just a
needs
hug.
a hug.
I got you. Yeah. I feel it, dude.
Lars,
COVID was long, dude.
Indeed. Oh my goodness,
oh my God.
What? That was insane from Lars. I thought for sure somebody would catch him here, but everybody missed. Everybody missed. And Lars just pulls it off beautifully from the wall into the net.
Quite literally. St. Clair Saint had an actual opportunity at that one. Now McMaster, the Marauders, given the Saints exactly what they forced to eat in game number 1. Taste the own medicine there, Vincent. They're there 1 score away from putting up the same one. St. Clair now going 3.5 minutes, no scores on boards. Descent, up close in the middle, be easily taken away from Mighty.
Clearly, game number 1 was a warm-up game for Master side of things. Chances are still here. Nice touch. Well, back touch from Nitrix. Unfortunately, it's not going to be quite enough. A little bounce on the floor, but again, Mighty, well read, will take it out. Now has help. Robo Buddy there to push it into the corner, but it's not quite read by his teammate. It'll be a middling ball, and then cleared out once again. But a minute 15, Tug, this is starting to get to not enough time scenario.
I'm just kind of struggling exactly what it is. McMaster has again found offensive opportunities from absolutely nothing. Lars up down bottom, Brisk. Last player back. Great Stonewall impression right there. You shall not pass. Not going to go 4-0, at least not on that attempt. Mighty, put another one inside. There you go. 4-0 for McMaster. Once again, guys, this is St. Clair that just did it to them. Game number no.
Where's this rotation? It was so long for Brisk to get back. I guess just didn't have boost or something or another. But I felt like that play was developing for so long. Should have had somebody back, but didn't actually get there for the Saints. And, well, McMaster, they're showing a master class right now. Oh, the chance for the reset. But not quite enough time to pull it off. Another nice shot, but again, defended.
Nitrix trying to find one for the road. Turn this donut, this 0 into a breadstick, a 1. Something right here to not put up a complete shutout. Master has pitched so far. Crazy stuff. I mean, yeah. So this game 2 is essentially over. This is St. Clair not willing to give this one up, and I love the tenacity. You know, trying to find one right here, but it just ain't happening. Straight up. Maybe 5-0. No, Brisk is there yet again. Last player back on the defense. Brisk has been many a time and always managed to find something there when they're the last one back. That's going to be McMaster once again, giving them the same exact sort of situation from that game 1 and game number 2. The series is tied like score-wise, right? 4-4, and goals-wise, 4-4, and then series-wise 1-1. Best of 5 boiled down to a best of 3 here, folks.
Yeah, pretty much. And you know what? I'm a big fan of play it to the buzzer as well. You know, big props to the Saints, but at the same time, you know, you gotta recognize the Saints missing some balls, some touches that they were hitting in game 1. I mean, just flat out. Now, granted, I think another big factor here has been the pace change. Like, McMaster were a little slow to get to the ball, to make the play, weren't quite sure where to go in game 1. That was not the case in game 2, and I think that was the biggest difference. But, you know, especially with that really impressive goal we saw from the wall straight into the net. I mean, like, that doesn't happen if 2 different Saints players don't just flat out miss. That can't happen moving forward.
Yeah, just straight up mistakes like that can't quite happen. Now McMaster, they even make, what we mentioned earlier, make the mistake with those Lars, Robo Buddy just continuously kind of running into each other. These are also things that you can't let continue to happen, but none of those resulted in a St. Clair Saints goal, at least in game number 2. Game 3 we go. Any predictions at this point? We're basically back to a tied series, like in every way, shape, and form, so.
Man, I'm a fan of the Saints program, so I'd probably stick with them, but McMaster, making me believers, I'll tell you what.
There you go. I'll take McMaster then. I like it. A little contention behind the desk. It makes things interesting, folks. Whatever it is, to be a fly on the wall of either of these teams' esports programs in between that game 2-3, or game 2 and 3, excuse me, be very interesting. See exactly what it is that these teams wanted to, not have happen again, what they wanted to recreate, what they wanted to not allow their opponents to do, things like this. 40 seconds in, we got no scores on boards at least.
No doubt whatsoever in my mind that it was some serious contention in both of those camps. Nitrix with a nice touch. It's going to bounce favorably and will give an opportunity, but Brisk can't get there, and so now it's up to Nitrix to try and create some question marks, and that will be exactly that. Demo to send back McMaster. At least have to reset their rotation a little bit. Lars grabbing control. And from there, maybe make a move. And that move made by Mighty. But again, Nitrix and Brisk working wonderfully in the middle of the field.
Lars right there, perfect read. Nicely done. Bit of a offensive opportunity otherwise, but again, no harm, no foul. Get over to the middle. Nitrix actually over here. Got a little bit of boost to get something done. That's a huge hit. Now right side, no, middle, and Lars putting this one up. Robo Buddy almost gets to it. The pre-jump actually is there from the St. Clair Saints. The defense is still here, but nice big defensive clear. Now up, down, top bar is in. The fourth player here for the McMaster Marauders has shown their face. That's that top bar here, Vincent.
Man, that was close. So on target, an open net. Brisk in front of the defense. Jumps a read, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at this one more time. Yeah, is able to grab it from Robo Buddy and gets in front of Lars. That's great stuff for Brisk.
It's kind of weird positioning, right? Like the offensive player is generally where the defensive player is. Defensive player generally where the offensive player is. Bad angle. McMaster can't get to it, and St. Clair strikes first. Now, obviously, in 4 zeros or any number in zeros, the team that scores first goes forth and wins. Now, are we going to see this kind of situation again? We're going to see a type of shutout here pitched for St. Clair against McMaster in Game 3?
Tough to say. As we approach the halfway mark, though, still anybody's game, I'll tell you that. Mighty has control, some aerial work, gonna drop it down, and Lars gets a demo, nearly a shot on target. Nitrix there to save the day. That was would have been a nice play. Unfortunately, it's turned the tide, that demo, and then McMaster gets turned on them.
Nitrix right here, 5 seconds past halftime. Best name on the squad and the second goal. What more do you want, people? What more do you want? Halfway through this game number 3, St. Clair once again put up a 4-0 in game number 1. McMaster gave it right back to him in game number 2, which leaves two casters who are just fraught to try and make real predictions at this point. It kind of doesn't make sense, right? Oh my God! Brisk breaking laws of gravity, air, light, time, maybe?
Like,
I don't know.
I'm a little flabbergasted here because it looks like Robo might have just lost the sauce, didn't see where the ball went or something, because it seemed like they should have been following him, but no, just kind of, got left out in the open. That's a mistake that, well, St. Clair will definitely take every day of the week.
Absolutely. Lars also purchasing themselves a good situation there. St. Clair can't get to it. We're not going to see another shutout here.
Nope. Not today, and look at this. Brisk trying desperately to play defense. Just nothing to be done. Lars. Is that, I think, their third goal?
Wait, is that the hat trick there for St. Clair? You mean Lars overall?
Lars overall.
Lars overall? I
think that's
believe so. I have a couple marks here, but I don't know which game they were in, of course. Here in game 3. Again, yeah, they put up their third. Excuse me. Sorry. My handwriting is absolutely atrocious. Shout out to every teacher I've ever had all throughout grade school.
You and me both. That's all good.
There.
Robo Buddy.
That's why you use the app, the Elite Bag thing, or Notion, or whatever it's called.
That's exactly right. Yeah. I can't write, so I just type.
Yep.
Nitrix, another center ball. That one's cleared away, as is he. And it's a fast pace look towards the defense. Brisk taking it there and fight at midfield.
Bounce play, Robo Buddy, easy clear. Attempted stop there from Nitrix, and does. Mid-pitch we go. Robo Buddy putting this one over. Mighty going to get a hit before they pay their aggression with their lives. Triple commit from St. Clair, but they get it cleared, so who cares? I don't know. That's a very uncharacteristic St. Clair Saints play. It's Nitrix from the top rope again. Mighty actually hits this one kind of the wrong way right here, and at least one player positioned back towards middle. A nice stop from Robo Buddy. A backflip right here. Acrobatics. Lars inside.
Oh,
Lars
no!
actually blocks Mighty's shot at 30 seconds or so to bring this back to 1. Not going to happen.
Oh,
Lars
no.
to the middle. Lars just...
Lars DC'd.
AFK?
Might have DC'd or AFK.
It's about 40 seconds here just to mark it for broadcast or whatever. That's about 40 seconds. Might just be doing the Stonewall impression after blocking his teammate's shot, right?
That's always possible regardless. 8 seconds on the clock, and Nitrix is looking to pull it back, and he'll get one for the road by the look of it. So 4-1. Brutal, to say the least, as Lars climbs the wall on the left side.
Yeah, I guess Lars did come back post there. Maybe controller DC, little bit of connection issues. Not sure. Not going to assume, folks. Regardless,
never know.
Did not get a shot on this St. Clair fourth goal. And this game is going the way of the Saints, but not necessarily in the same fashion. Not in the same 4-0.
Yeah, a little weird there at the end for sure, especially with the whole situation with Lars. Don't know what went on, but at the end of the day, I think that the block really made more difference at the end than anything else, which of course was unintentional.
Yeah, exactly. Could have very easily been a 3-2. St. Clair comes back after the Lars demo. Lars is, fully there, whatever, blocks it out, and then they keep this ball aloft. We could still be watching this game. Of course, that is theory crafting at this point, folks, so you can only take it for what it's worth. As you see down bottom, big shout out to our producers and production staff over there, Nate Starley, making our jobs as casters just so much easier. Check it out down there, right, guys? I don't need to even keep screaming about it. 4-0 St. Clair, 4-0 McMaster, 1-4 for the side of the St. Clair Saints. In game number 3 right there, you can follow along right there in the best of 5 thing. I love that. I love that.
You know what that means, Tug?
What does it mean?
It's match point, actually. Series point. It's must win for McMaster coming up here in game 4. That's the trouble, Losing that game is highly impactful, and I have a feeling that they can make it back in this, but they're gonna have to do some mental resetting. I think if it wasn't a disconnect or anything, then there was definitely some frustration there with Lars.
Yeah.
Understandably so. With that said, I think we're going to give McMaster a little bit of time to take that break to talk things over. And they're going to do that. We're going to do that as well. See you in a few.
Hello, welcome back, folks. McMaster, St. Clair going forth and doing battle. McMaster, must-win situation. As Vincent pointed out, this is series point. This is match point. There's everything on the line right here. Style lives forever here, folks. Starts right now. I don't know.
Well, certainly on the line, and okay, what a way to start things out here for McMaster on the board in the first, right past the first 15. Robo Buddy will be the one to connect, and once again, that just a moment where St. Clair caught in a rotation, and McMaster jumps on that ball fast and gets it perfectly.
Absolutely perfectly. McMaster strikes first and early. That's going to be not the fastest goal speed-wise, but the quickest goal time from kickoff-wise in this game thus far, in this series thus far, McMaster up 1-0. The theme established has been the team that struck first has gone forth and win. Of course, that's easy in 4-0, 4-0, and 4-1 situations. But the theme remains. 5 seconds into this one, Mighty, right side, Brisk down bottom. Tries to get this one down to Descent. Descent gets a decent shot on, forces the hand of the defender. That's never a bad thing, Vincent. Oh my goodness, we almost saw St. Clair. And I get a large situation earlier. Almost blocked that one away. Descent did. Their way down, just try and get back to the ground.
Absolutely, but well-placed shot as well. Again, just St. Clair showing some of the power that they have on this roster and moving forward, an even score. So we approach the 4-minute mark. To be cleared by Robo, taken by Mighty. Into the corner, Nitrix gonna play a little bit of defense, actually able to clear away from 2 offenders. As Brisk pops it over the top, hits the top, and, well, unfortunately, not quite set up as perfectly as they would hope.
Right corner right now. Defense here for McMaster. We're talking about themes, using the pass to break the futures. That's a decent setup. No, that's an open net the other way. Hate to see it. Here, McMaster Marauder, especially McMaster Marauder, looking to hold on to this series. Now, what I was saying is, when this was 1-1, there was not another situation in this series thus far. We'd seen a tie score after the first score, after the 0-0. Back and forth we go. Where we stop, I do not know, Vincent. We got plenty of time left and only a lead difference of 1.
Yeah, no insurance this time. Gotta say goodbye. And Brisk looking to try and hold back if anything were to be cleared away. Instead, it's all the way the other direction. Mighty, nice touch, and would have been good had it not been for the defense of Brisk. As Descent, let's try this again. Another nice attempt, but this midfield battle has been quite interesting, back and forth and consistently applying pressure aerially, both teams. I like what I'm seeing.
Like what I'm seeing as well. Nitrix beating Robo Buddy up there over to Descent. It was Nitrix Descent earlier. Maybe it'll be Descent Nitrix this time. Not going to happen quite yet as Nitrix is forced to on the defensive side. Nice pickup right there. Nice pass play. Even better. That's a pop up. Nitrix to the middle, has no boost to pay the bills. Fortunate. Fortunate.
A little bit of boost to Nitrix had that guarantee, man. Just a little bit. That was all that was different. Nitrix wants it again. This time coming from the left side, but interrupted by Lars. Lars going to take it. Still in control after a little bit of bouncing. Brisk. Waiting and ready.
I like it. I like it. I like that even more. McMaster probably hates it, despises the look, doesn't like the smell. Now getting on to offense. It was a very, very quick, clean, and efficient transition. I swear to God, I know how to speak English.
You know, sometimes that language can be tough, I've been told.
You'll have to let me know, because apparently I don't.
I don't either. I'm just faking it. Mighty. Ooh, that was a very fast shot. Lots of speed behind it. But nothing actually connecting, or rather, defender in the way. Robo, another attempt, but another defense, and it's just back and forth. The continuation. Risk up to Mighty, and Mighty controls it only for a moment. As Lars, wide, long drive into the orange half, but regaining control. Descent denied by Lars.
Brisk to the bottom area right now. Forced to rotate, pick up boost, and find something. Mighty across the middle. Nice shot. Again, forcing the hand of the defense right here. St. Clair still holding on. Still only a lead difference of 1, so no real lead in this one. Nice back pass, but Lars waiting. Cue the Jaws music. Lars just took a bite out of the St. Clair Saints.
Yeah, and a nice touch there. Tees Lars up beautifully. It was, I think, Mighty who made that touch work. And from here, it's, once again, essentially anyone's game. One goal can end it all. Or it could be continuing to see a back and forth. Chances for both teams to take this away. We've seen a lot of great work from both teams, but Mighty bumping away the opposition and Mighty taking advantage. Look at this.
This shot right here, Lars gets the ball position and hits 2 players. Again, what more do you want out of an offensive partner right here? McMaster taking the lead. We have a lead change here, right? Saw a tying factor earlier, and obviously lead OG adapt to that. Now we've seen the comeback here for McMaster, for either of these teams, should say, at the 11th hour.
Do or die time. 15 seconds. St. Clair, they need a goal, and they need it now. Mighty going to push it back the other direction. Robo attempting another shot, but that one a little ambitious. 3 seconds. Lars. Robo's got another, and that's a buzzer beater as well.
Here's a interesting stat line for you. I gotta say, I can't remember the last time that I saw the winning team have exactly 4 scores, 4 games in a row. A lot of 4s there. Fours on the floors here, people.
Yeah.
McMaster, come back. Game number 4. We had a best of 5 boiled down to a best of 3. We now have a best of 3 boiled down to a one and done, Vincent. There will be a winner. There will be a loser after this one.
That there will, yeah. Listen, all I can say is four goals wins games, apparently.
Apparently so.
That's the learning part that I'm taking away from this series. But, I think the other storyline that I'm walking away with is that McMaster, they're a team that don't give up. They'll be down. It's fine. They're able to come back. The bounce back is great for McMaster. That's kind of what I'm taking away from this team, because game 1 to game 2, bounce back, right? Game 3 to game 4, and within game 4 as well, bounce back for McMaster. It's just a consistent storyline for them.
Yeah. I mean, both of these squads, it's not just the comeback, right? It's not just the fact that they win by like one score or whatever. It's game 1 a 4-0 for the Saints. It's game 2 a 4-0 for the Marauders, for this McMaster squad right there. And then again, flip-flop we go each time. The closest game we've had so far was this most recent one, and that only comes off the back of a last-second goal to make that 4th score right there, to make that that 3-2 into a 4-2 right there. Last second, of course, doesn't ultimately matter. Loss of 1, loss of 10 doesn't matter. McMaster wins that one, push this on in to a game 5. Round and round we go. Oh wait, I took McMaster earlier, didn't I? All right, let's go Marauders, right? Let's go Marauders, game 5.
Yeah, there you go.
No caster bias here, folks.
None whatsoever. As we get down into this one, though, the Saints and the Marauders fighting this series, fighting to stay the one team with a lossless record in the A-Star League. Of course, that all here. We got 4.5 minutes to decide that.
Risk. Last player back here in the middle for St. Clair. Picks it up, puts it left side. RoboBuddy going to pick up a boost on their way and then pay for their efforts with their lives. RoboBuddy will see you back from spawn in a second. Lars, right side. Brisk picks this one up. Sends it mid-side until... Who was that even? That was that Nitrix, I think? I'm not sure. No, it was somebody on the side of... somebody on the side of McMaster. I don't even know who took that away. There was something dangerous unfolding there. Like you're opening one of those glitter bomb boxes.
Indeed. Those things are dangerous. Very scary. Just don't take packages. It's fine.
Exactly. That's a very good point. Very good point. Your chances of getting hit with a glitter bomb box massively reduced when you just stop stealing packages off of doorsteps. You're not doing that anymore, right, Vincent? I'm just kidding.
No, I've retired. I told you. Lars, up and over the top, trying for something a little bit fancy there. Didn't quite get it. Descent will clear the ball away and actually get some support from the McMaster player. Of course, that's another back and forth, midfielded. It'll be Lars with a nice touch. Straight to Robo, but Nitrix is there faster. Mighty, though, faster on the uptake still.
Second hit right there. Lars taken out of this one. See him back from spawn in a second. McMaster on the defense as of right now. 2 minutes we go. No scores on the boards. And again, I feel like trying. As we have established the theme, one of these teams is going to have to win by 4 scores. We'll just continue playing until, I suppose.
We could be here for a while, so I'm strapped in and ready.
Wrist, left side. Nitrix. That one's going to be a little bit higher, but RoboBuddy doesn't even want to deal with it. Doesn't even want to deal with the headache. Nips that one in the bud. Mid-pitch. Nitrix. No boost to be spoken of. Robo easily takes this one away. Risk. Left side gets that. I believe that was Nitrix going past them. Lars in the backside right here. Waiting in the wings. Descent. Looking flashy. Nothing there. Flash in the pan definition of. Not really 100% sure what they were trying to get done right there, but nothing comes to fruition.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where the plan is to do something, and then you get halfway into the plan and you can't find it. This is an incredibly open goal.
Yes.
I saw this coming, and I'm like, wait, no, there's surely somebody coming in the wings. Nope. It was 3 players committed to the offensive side for St. Clair. And when you think about the fact that it was a 0-0 score, that's an insane commitment.
I have to agree. It was the St. Clair Saints. Game 4 took the lead early. McMaster, that came back for the first time in this series between these two teams. A 4-0 McMaster, 4-0 St. Clair thus far. About 100 seconds, 110 seconds left. Score of 1. Difference here. St. Clair will have plenty of time to come back at this one, Vincent. Once they get back in their offensive efforts and stance. Nitrix, top side, Lars kind of meets there, mostly loses the 50. Brisk is able to pick this one up. Big boost on the way. Full tank of gas right there is Mighty. Nice redirect, bouncing play! And that is going to be a whip from the defense. It leads to a McMaster second goal. The, again, insurance goal here, folks. Right off the tires as well. Fantastic redirect.
Yeah, you know, you kind of blame that on the defense, but that redirect really is so incredibly tough to read where that ball is going. It looks easy, but it sure as hell not.
Oh, it is not. Oh, it is not. Getting stuff like that done, right? The redirect in the air, the reposition in the air of your car and whatnot. Just get tires down. Result of thousands of hours of Rocket League, almost certainly, from this player. That pays off. Brisk, left side, last player back. Mighty reads this one perfectly, sends it on over for RoboBuddy to have their way, get something done. Nice random spawn. The RNG, the only RNG in the great game of Rocket League, pays off for St. Clair. Nice hit. Nope, that's not centered.
Don't get those opportunities. The double tap, though, might be there. Brisk denied by Robo. Then he'll take Nitrix out and create space for Mighty to have another score. McMaster on a tear.
Again, this game isn't over until we see a fourth score. No 7 years ago, folks. McMaster right here to shut out the St. Clair Saints. I'm so ready to get in this interview afterwards, whoever wins, and ask what exactly changed in this series, because good God, night and day, white and black, yin and yang. This has literally been about exact opposite games. Just 5-minute Rocket League game into 5-minute Rocket League game.
Yeah, and what difference those 5 minutes can clearly make. All of the stops being pulled by the Saints right now. They want it. They need it. They know that they cannot have it. It's up to McMaster to continue to play this aggressive maneuvering, and they're doing it to a brilliant degree. Robo denied, but Lars regains control, sits it down in the corner. Robo
dangerous.
Looking for another clear, and Mighty has it. 5 seconds remain.
Lars doing the same kind of imitation they did earlier, just the stop and pop play right there. Right place, right time. Doesn't matter. McMaster right here taking a lead in another shutout pitched. I again, just crazy back and forth right here, Vincent. Crazy back and forth. Also, I got to say, I was right and you were wrong.
You know, that is what's really important. I'm glad you brought it up. It's true. I did take the L on this one, as unfortunately the Saints did as well. But I want to say huge congrats to the Master side of thing. I mean, they played a great game, and you're right. I mean, the fact that Game 4 was incredibly close the whole time, and 4-2 doesn't even tell the real story of that game, as it was the buzzer beater goal. But the fact that they picked up two series, or rather games, where they entirely shut out their opponents 4-0, 3-0, and still won this series. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about the way that this whole thing has gone.
Yeah, 4-0, 4-1 for the St. Clair games 1 and 3. The team that has that done to them, 1 goal against 8 across 2 games, and they still go forth, take this series. I think that means, of course, like total points. What's that? That's like 11 for McMaster. That's going to be.
I'm letting you do all of them.
Math is hard. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. No, it's 10. Yeah, it's 10. It's literally 10 versus 11. 11 total scores there for McMaster. 10 together. We're gonna go to a very short break, folks. When we return, we either have an interview coming in for you, or we will have the West Virginia University squad taking on the University of Pittsburgh. 2 more undefeated squads. One of them will be defeated in about 30 minutes' time. Stay tuned. You can find out which. Yeah. Hello and welcome back. FBI Tugboat, Vincent, Nace Star League. We got on the horn here Robo Buddy from McMaster. Robo Buddy, are you with us, sir?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. I did not have a comeback win Game 5 situation against St. Clair's like you, sir. So I can only imagine. First off, literally already said it during gameplay. Excited to get on into this one. I have to ask, right, just in case you're just joining us, 4-0 St. Clair Game 1, 4-0 McMaster Game 2, 4-1 St. Clair Game 3, 4-2, and a close one. That was for McMaster in Game number 4, and then you guys pitch another shutout, another 3-0 right there. What the heck changed across the series, man? Why are we seeing just such crazy back and forth scores?
I don't know. You know, we're students. Like, I got a midterm tomorrow. We were like all studying the whole day, and then when we got on the game, we were like, okay, what are we doing? So then we just like focused in afterwards, and then obviously like my teammates are disgusting players. They went crazy, and then we found our synergy. You know, worked together, and we got it done.
Love it. Love it. Esports, Rocket League, awesome. Different priorities with the studying and whatnot, Robo Buddy. Vincent, take it away, sir.
Well, actually, I want to kind of tack on to that. Obviously, study's incredibly important. How do you try to balance that stuff between, you know, playing competitively and then jumping in and having classes and all that? How does that work? And what do you guys do to handle that?
Mainly procrastination. Like, just leave your work till the ending, till it's due. Play some Rocket League while you wait. Yeah, that's about it. We all just get on at the same time, get a couple games in, and then we just like, oh my god, I forgot I have a test tomorrow. We go and study. It's a mix of work-life balance. Honestly. And Rocket League in between. Yeah,
I like it.
You know, that does probably pose for some interesting nights, I'd have to imagine. All right, let's shift gears just a little bit. You guys now 5-0. Big W, being able to stay without a loss. The only other team without a loss is now the Panthers, FIU, Florida International University in this conference. Is that a team that you guys are familiar with? Are you looking forward to facing off against them at some point in the future?
We basically go into every game with the same mindset, you know, like we're gonna perform how we want to perform. Doesn't matter who's on the other side. We just give it our all. And yeah, definitely looking forward to every single game, not just against other teams that are undefeated. It's whoever makes us run for our money, you know. It's more of an entertaining match, and you guys get to commentate a little bit more. Everyone wins.
There you go. I like it. Robo Buddy, once again, thank you for coming on in and giving us a minute of your time. I want to ask, as we get you on out of here,
sure.
No victory is taken solo dolo. Do you have any shout-outs, sir?
I want to shout out to all my roommates for being quiet while I played the game. Obviously my teammates, Mighty, Lars, Carter, some of the managers from the MAC organization like Zach and Aiden, for sure putting in the work so we can get our games in. Everyone deserves a shout out, and my mom especially.
Can't forget the mom. Can't forget the mom and the shout-outs. I love it. Robo Buddy, once again, thank you for coming on and giving us a minute of your time after the game. We will look forward to seeing you in the interviews box, but if you only win, because we only have interviews, or we only interview winners, right? Thank you, sir.
The condition I'm willing to take, yeah. You too. Have a good day.
There you go. I like it. FBI Tugboat Vincent will be staring at, Western Virginia University and the University of Pittsburgh after a 3-2 barn burner between St. Clair and McMaster. Vincent, do you have anything else for the good people before we go to a very short break and get this one set up?
No, let's get to more Rocket League back in a moment.
Hello and welcome back. The Star League has returned. We got West Virginia University taking on the Pittsburgh Panthers. It's the Mountaineers versus the Panthers. I'm FBI Tugboat, and here with my man Vincent. We got another 2 undefeated squads going forth to do Rocket League battle.
That we do, though. It's a little bit different this time. West Virginia, they've only played 2 games, as Pittsburgh played 3. So it's a little bit mismatched in that winless or lossless column. Excuse me. That said, still no losses here, and that's what we like to see. On the Pittsburgh side, Enchilada, Duke, and Floop, alongside the West Virginia team, Ryan, Magic, and Jamie. It should be a good one. I'm excited.
Yes, this is shout out Coach Josh. You're here, West Virginia. Shout out Coach Scholar, University of Pittsburgh. Taking a look at the names. Got to pick one. I just like Floop. It sounds silly, you know?
It sounds like it's out of what's that like kids movie? I can't remember.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
yeah. Spy Kids.
Yeah. It sounds like something out of that.
That is
So-
dating ourselves a little bit, Vincent, but that is okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
It
It's
is
fine.
okay.
A bunch of these kids watching, they have no idea what that is, but
Oh
I
my
have an idea of
goodness.
what this is. It's called a goal, a score. Rocket League. You'll want to take these. Magic
Yeah.
is doing just that.
Spelled Goal. Get enough of them, you will take a W, folks. West Virginia strikes first, strikes early, and strikes hard with some really, really good aerial acrobatics. 11 seconds into this one. Still in the
No way, he's done it again. No way!
Magic just pulling the rabbit out of the hat off a kickoff. About 11 seconds was fast. How about 5 or 4?
Look at this. Oh, Enchilada. You can't break his ankles, but his axles are certainly gone. There ain't none left.
Check the pitch. There's parts everywhere, folks. West Virginia, the Mountaineers, taking a mountainous lead and early. This is so early. 2 scores for 16 seconds, I think it was, total.
Yeah, not very many. That's how many. Magic gonna get another opportunity. This one a little high off the backboard. Backboard, excuse me. As you've mentioned, speaking English, difficult task at hand. Magic regathering that control. And we'll have it here into the corner. Gets bumped a bit, but, well, still had a chance. It's a center ball.
A lot of offensive opportunity here for the West Virginia squad. Pittsburgh, the Panthers right here just left swatting at like something offensively. Even here, there's the longest time they've spent in the offensive stance for a while. Magic makes that a non-issue. There's a pickup big boost on the way, nothing to be had. West Virginia, that's Jamie right here. Shot, sideboard. There's a little bit of rebound action, picked up by Duke though. Magic up top right now. Ryan down bottom, kind of like going back and forth and still loses the 50, unfortunately. Jamie, shot's going to be a little bit too high, but Duke still plays it. Back out to the middle here, Vincent. Ooh, Enchilada. Tasty block right there.
Yeah, very much so. Love that defense. And attempts to go a little bit of back and forth. Magic mid attack. Going to get interrupted. I guess waiting the name of the game, and that works out only for time. Enchilada goes up high. Tries to work with it. Aerial not so successful as it's back to Ryan. Ryan in the air has reset, lined up, but not quite able to take the time to use it.
Jamie almost gets there the second time. Down bottom, Floop. Dangerous situation right there. Dangerous situation. Comes out on top. 2 minutes, 40 seconds right here. West Virginia took an early lead here, Vincent. A lead they are not willing to give up.
Not in the slightest. Pittsburgh, though, they really need to find some way to make these scores. They just haven't had a chance, really. Enchilada maybe giving one of those there. Jamie. Good for the defense. Magic. Out wide. Ryan. He's got a shot. Not on target, though. It's a little bit wide to the left. From there, the chances start to fade as West Virginia still working, still controlling.
Duke comes up to this one. It's blocked right in the face. Duke again picking this one up from the right side. Pittsburgh Panther player playing it. That's just a little bit off to the left side now. Floop has to burn everything just to try and get this one centered. A bouncing ball hits Magic in the right backboard right here. Sideboard maybe. talking Magic, sideboards and stuff. I can't think of a good Magic the Gathering joke right now, Vincent. I apologize.
It's okay. I probably wouldn't get it. I'm not.
That's fair.
I'm not knowledgeable.
Gotcha.
Ryan, certainly looking to get with the program. Of course, already got 2 goals here in the lead. Has the insurance as well. So, Magic looking for the aerial maneuvers. Those near but not close enough. Duke has control. Taken away by Jamie. Floop trying to recenter that. Enchilada will take the reins. Center ball, but again, defended.
Are we just going to see a day of, like, individual sweeps? Because the way Pittsburgh is playing, the way the Panthers are playing right now, like, this should be, you know, like a 1-2. They might even be in the lead at a certain point. Ryan, a stop! Duke tries to get there and can't. Royalty they may be. Even Royalty's got to get their wisdom teeth taken out. And wisdom teeth surgery. I don't know how I related that one, but I did. 40 seconds left in this one, but yes, shout out to Duke, still getting it done, still playing on the day.
True story, man. That's not a fun surgery.
No, okay, and I'm also not just pulling that out of nowhere. This is confirmed from our fantastic production staff. Rumors confirmed surgery, wisdom teeth wise.
Ryan. That was a good look. Tried to center that up. Maybe one of the last chance for Pittsburgh as Duke might take it. No. It'll be denied. 10 seconds less than that, in fact. As Ryan, well, flying out wide back in the Pittsburgh half, and I thought maybe that would be the game, but more touches. Enchilada keeping it going. Now,
Jamie, weird hit.
Maybe they can have it. They will get it. It's a one for the road.
I love it. Put in a little to-go container, doggy bag, eat it later for lunch, as Pittsburgh not getting shut out in game number 1. This is what, a goal at 11 seconds, a goal like 5 seconds after that, and then a goal like literally at triple zeros, right? Like literally the buzzer beater. Not that ultimately it came forth and mattered in the end result of game 1, but still, that is the close game that we saw the entirety of game 1 after that first 16 seconds.
Yeah, I you know what's so crazy? Honestly, a bit mind-blowing. West Virginia, like, Magic comes and he's one of those, like, performers out there who, like, practices, like, 15 different tricks, you know, in basketball or something, and then plays out at the public court and embarrasses anybody who walks forward. But then if you play, like, a 5-minute one-on-one, you know, it's different. That's what it felt like with Magic. I'm not saying that to be a negative thing at all. But like Magic came out and he was doing all the card tricks. He was like, "Is this your card?" And it was, you know,
every
all
time.
that kind of stuff, and you know, made the quarter disappear. Then he kind of lost some of the mojo, and it was only at the very end that we saw another goal.
Yeah, like so much, so quick and early for West Virginia. Gets put down to a 1-score difference again at triple zeros right here. We did not predict teams earlier. I'll admit I would have taken Pittsburgh. I still think I'd do that because I think this is still like a comeback series. I do not think that this is going to be a sweep. Keep the brooms in the closet unless we're talking reverse sweeps. Now you're speaking my language.
We do like a bit of reverse sweepage over here on the desk. We had some earlier today. Well, not exactly, but ish. You know.
I guess it was like a mini reverse sweep, right? McMaster loses game 1, not game 2 though, and then goes forth and win the series. Yeah.
Something like that.
Bit of a comeback, but no full reverse sweep, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll see what can be had. Pittsburgh certainly showing themselves off. They're on the final stages of game 1. But honestly, I think West Virginia has a little bit more than they showed us as well. And we'll have to see here. Jamie going to get a demo, and that leaves things open for Magic. The Magic's back, baby.
Yes, absolutely. Fantastic stuff. He has all the boost in the world. You have a little bit of a tip off at the end right there. Fantastic stuff. West Virginia striking first, striking early, and striking pretty efficiently right there. Again, the aerial acrobatics thus far has really shown off. West Virginia University, that's Mountaineers, folks.
Yeah, Magic especially of those. Control, no longer Magic taking that away. Floop here. Going to try and gather some opportunities. Ryan will get demoed, so maybe a chance to get on the offense. Ryan already back and in the game. Magic trying to put that ball down in the midfield. Will actually do so, but Enchilada is there to clear it.
Ryan, Jamie, two first names folks right here as Magic tries to get a hand on this one, but can't quite. Ryan back on out to the outside. We know what happened last time. There was a demo right here. But reading this one early, Duke does. No effect on the gameplay this Wisdom Tooth surgery has had. Just gonna keep bringing it up in like most random ways. How about that?
Hey man, played and paid. It's not easy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, not easy at all.
I also kind of feel like almost like the ESPN. Oh my God, Enchilada! Screw what I was talking about. 3 minutes 30 seconds. The Panthers take their first after going 5 minutes, 5 full minutes, no scores on boards, 0-0 to not get a shutout there. The Panthers do. Now a tying factor, almost exactly 90 seconds in the game number 2.
And Enchilada doing it as well. Now second goal for them over the course of this series. That is. Will be clear. Jamie, that's a nice ball off the backboard. Another chance, but Loop has control before Ryan takes it back. It's bumped away. And Enchilada take the reins. Little reset there, not quite enough to give Magic, or rather to give Enchilada the opportunity. Magic taking back control. It's a double demo. What happened there?
2v2 for a little while. Ryan, last player alive, backside. Now the side of West Virginia should have had enough time to rotate their defense, and they do. Magic top rope. Back on out to the middle right here. A bouncing play as Duke plays it. Floop up top. It's a weird pass to Magic, but it's still going to serve. Enchilada still, the hand is forced here for defense. Never a bad job to get that one done. A lot of boost here from Ryan. Spins it all just to get back down to the bottom.
Oh, that was a really nice opportunity, that bounce, to get a goal for Pittsburgh, but it just doesn't work out so well. Ryan, nice save. Once again, this ball, it's been a bit of a floaty type of game. Lots of floaters there in the corners. Duke trying to clear things away, and we end up chasing down that ball.
Loop. Solid attempt. Enchilada, second touch. Loop takes a demo on the backside. Double commit. This should be enough. No, that's just a little bit too high. Duke still gets it. And Pittsburgh takes the lead for the first time in this game, in this series.
That they do. Great work. And listen, this follow-up, the consistency with which Pittsburgh were putting it forward is brilliant. You know, if you can't put it away the first time, you gotta keep going. And that's exactly what Pittsburgh do. Minute 45 for West Virginia to tie this back up. But as we talked about, insurance, the name of the game, none of that to be had just yet for Pittsburgh.
Speaking of Pittsburgh, right side, 90 seconds left in this game. I don't think they get into a burn time, garbage time type situation. Like, this is okay. Maybe they do now after Duke is granted one from the heavens. This is December 25th. Should I have presents under the tree? This one's just gifted straight up to Duke. Also, real quick, guys, I'm not sure if you're a collegiate player trying to get in your matches. They're saying that there's some affecting of Steam accounts trying to get in Rocket League. Use Epic. Use Epic.
Give it a go. Try it out. Hopefully that you can get things figured out. Pittsburgh up by 2 now, but never mind. That goal differential, it's just evaporated to 1. Magic doing some of that work that we've been loving.
Yin and yang, black and white, back and forth here, folks. I'm unsurprised given that Western Virginia scored twice for 16 seconds or so. Game 1, Panthers got one off the road at 0-0s, which means, of course, that there's a lot of periods of feast and famine when you're talking about goals. They either come in droves, they do not come at all. Trust me.
Great defense. That was nearly a tragedy for West Virginia. And 60 seconds is remaining. They really don't need to let another goal in. Duke getting a little bit ahead of himself, I think, in that. Jamie, though, will grab things. Again, this ball, it's been really good for Pittsburgh. The way they've been able to control the midfield.
Duke picks up some big boost on the way. Fancy play. Enchilada gets it. Nice handle on. Floop, now right side. Again, Pittsburgh can't really get into a situation where they try and burn clock. That's decently centered. No, Enchilada's going to play it. That's way out to the outside. Magic just succeeds in reconnecting it. And, oh, Ryan would have had a fantastic shot at this. Western Virginia University, or West Virginia University's, opportunity right there. Still 5 seconds, though. Shot down bottom.
Oh, no. It's looking like it might be it. Magic has no boost, has one more touch, drops it to Ryan. Another attempt, and Ryan will keep it up once again. It's a center ball. It could be there, but no! It's just barely not enough. Pittsburgh take the game. Oh my goodness, that's so close. So ridiculous.
Yeah, that'll be what we were asking for clips. We were asking for clips, right, folks?
I got one.
Well, that's one for you. It'll be on twitch.tv/Nace Star League forever. My goodness, that was like literally a clip's like 80%, right? Like,
yeah.
we're talking about the difference of like a couple kilometers per hour with how hard this was hit, because if it was like a little bit softer, then it obviously gets that vertical angle inside like a little bit more, or I guess the horizontal angle inside a little bit more. Wow. Okay, back and forth we go. Where we stop, I do not know. Western Virginia wins game 1 by 1 score difference. Pittsburgh comes back and barely holds on, at least on life. If there's alternate universes, folks, like 99% of those right now, we're watching this overtime game right now, right? Like
yeah.
that doesn't happen the same way twice. My God.
No, I mean, the reality is that, you know, just 1 more second, that's all that would have been required. A little bit
tenth of a
more.
second,
Yeah, seriously. The closest there is it's laughable, actually. It's ridiculous, but ultimately, West Virginia, they catch the unfortunate side of that they lose out. They don't get the opportunity to try to play that overtime, and Pittsburgh take that second game. So congrats to them. We'll see. It's tied up 1-1. No sweeps tonight, looks like.
No sweeps. Once again, folks, take that broom, leave it in the closet, like it'll dust on it. I'm not seeing that one tonight. Maybe reverse sweep later, but it'll be a while. Back and forth we go. Talked about best of 5s getting boiled down to best of 3s. That's the same situation we have here in match number 2. What is that? Washington University and University of Laval later, New York, Dakota, and University of Oklahoma to round up the day. So plenty of Rocket League to be played.
Lots of it. We're going to continue here in this series. Magic taking control, has a 1v1. Oh, but it's actually going to be Floop who's there. Didn't catch him. Ryan deny Floop the long range maneuver. Again, though, some great passing from West Virginia. And a chance. Oh, it's so close. Ryan will get the follow. Make sure the second opportunity works in their favor.
Yeah, Magic does a great job of recentering this one, and then off of crossbar, right side right there. A low and slow blow. It may have been. West Virginia takes the lead regardless. They took the lead early. Game 1. This one happens about a minute into game number 3.
Of course, West Virginia looking to regain their lead in this series. Lost it out there. Close fashion to Pittsburgh in game 2.
This is so crazy.
Dude, with control, Enchilada not quite quick enough, but the follow-up might be there. No, Ryan, too quick for him. The defense for West Virginia, gotta admit, it's been sublime at times. This being one of those.
Gotta agree with you there, Vincent. Really close Rocket League. I don't really think we've seen much more than we have not seen more than a 2-score lead. That was Western Virginia earlier. Obviously, a game that again ended at 1. Nice pass, Enchilada. It's all of it right there. It's a tasty lunch, and it's going to be Pittsburgh's first goal, Enchilada.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I think this one's my fault. I said something good about West Virginia's defense, and it immediately breaks down. My bad, guys.
It's all in the script, folks. It's all in the script. We have it. You don't.
Cast curse. Enchilada back in control and back in West Virginia's half of the pitch. Duke playing a 50 ball, not gonna be so successful, and went straight into Magic. So he'll get demoed for a moment.
Duke challenging this one. Jamie from the top. Duke has no boost right here. No gas in the tank. This is an open net. No, excuse me. Enchilada's there. Sorry, I didn't quite see it, folks. Ryan down bottom, centering play. Going to be forcing Jamie to still wait in the wings as West Virginia scores a second. That's going to be a second shot, second goal for Ryan. 100%
There was
shot efficiency.
so many people there. Look at this.
Yeah, you're actually like super right? Enchilada from the bottom, Floop is on a really weird angle. Duke comes flying out from back goal, but nobody managed a hand on that one defensively.
When there's 3 people there, but none of them can touch. No.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That feels bad man indeed.
Great work from Ryan just to catch all 3 kind of on the back foot, so to speak. And Jamie, indeed, it was calculated. Look at this.
Dare you to say something else about the Pittsburgh defense, friend. It's happened twice now. Open net as they come right here as Duke just gets a front row seat to this one. The easy calculated scoring animation on the end. But you're a Pittsburgh Panthers fan, of course. Good news is, halftime now, whatever the score is, can be undone. My God, Magic with a screamer right there. I have to cover my ears.
That one would have been insane, Ryan. He wants another chance. He's going to drop it down to Magic. Good decision overall. He's going to leave Jamie, who's waiting in the wings. The demo might do it, and the demo does do it. It's enough.
That demo does do it. Alliteration here, folks, in the casting booth. Magic, back pass or whatever. Enchilada. Going to be a technical own goal, right?
Technically, but Davi, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Score difference of 3 right now, folks. Largest score difference we have seen so far, even off of kickoff plays and whatnot. And like a 6-second goal and stuff like this. That was, of course, for West Virginia, game 1. 2 minutes left. It's possible. I mean, it's more than possible. There's plenty of time to do it. But Pittsburgh is really just going to have to clamp down on it here. What exactly is it that Pittsburgh can do in the last 2 minutes of this game to try and tie up this game and the series? Well, no, excuse me, take advantage of this series.
Just a minute ago, it was 1-1. So
Yep.
It's not that crazy to see such things happen. Jamie, gonna make sure to have a good read of that. Good rotation. Clear the ball. Gonna be up at a 50 in midfield. Magic can't quite get there, but alone was the sole Pittsburgh player. Enchilada has to help out. Will do so. No boost, unfortunately. Means that's really not going to be so effective.
Enchilada should be very happy that this was not centered. They're cheating up way too far to be playing the goalie role for that time. Ryan gets it past 1. Ryan's still there. Jamie over. Floop might get over to Duke. There's a couple players down bottom. The bump comes in, but Ryan better plays the ball. Eye on the ball. Doesn't take it off. And we got 60 seconds for Pittsburgh's last gasp in this game number 3.
Fantastic defensive play there. You just have to wait for them to make the move. You over rotating is where you make the mistake, and no mistake made in that scenario.
Mistake made indeed. Floop gets this one out of the source of danger very quickly as well. Jamie, he just went pretty well off the corner right now. Honestly, just their teammates weren't exactly there to try and pick this one up. Kind of hard to have called that one out so immediately. So this one goes back on over. West Virginia still has the offensive possession, Vincent.
Center ball. Ryan takes it up a little early, trying to get things moving. Can't quite get there. So Magic will take the time. Just for the reset, but not quite there. Jamie will
Wow.
get a demo
onto somebody who just got their wisdom teeth taken out? That's rough. That's rough.
How dare I wouldn't do that. That's all I'm saying.
Personally, I wouldn't take that. Magic takes one to go right here, 5-1. Wow, okay. So we have a 2-1 barn burner, game number 1, a 2-3 that we could still literally be watching the end of overtime-wise with how close it was if there was an extra second on the backside. Western Virginia, that's the Mountaineers making a real statement here. Game number 3, Vincent.
Yeah, and the largest scoring game we've seen pretty much all day. I mean, 5-1, incredibly strong performance. With that being said, I think that a lot of the credit has to go, to both Ryan and Magic specifically. Like, Ryan just goes off on, I don't know, an adventure and decide and just picks up quests and levels up and then goes and solos the boss. You know, that's what it feels like that Ryan does at times. And then, of course, Magic has just been creating some monumental maneuvers throughout this entire series and continued to do it in that game.
With the passing plays as well from Magic right here, playing off of rebounds and everything else like this, Vincent. Yes, Ryan, fantastic. I feel like it's also a little bit easier to play like that when you have Magic and Jamie just continuously feeding the ball, right? Just feed Ryan, and so far that feast is working for Western Virginia University, and definitely works here in this game number 3, right? We see 4 zeros earlier, a couple of them, in fact. Is the biggest score difference we've seen on broadcast so far is a score difference of 4, and that's what we see show their head again in this game number 3. Back and forth we go again, man. The Panthers, throughout the first 10 minutes, right? The first 2 Rocket League games, just go back and forth consistently, but then it's just a flood in Western Virginia as they go down and just continuously put on pressure and yield scores from it.
Yeah, they do. And once again, we see ourselves approaching what is technically series point here. The chance to take the victory is now for West Virginia. They could close it in this next game. With that being said, well, I kind of get the feeling that maybe things aren't going to be as clear cut as that. I mean, to be fair, they have been feasting on Enchilada and the rest of the Pittsburgh squad, but
okay, Duke.
I don't think that's going to continue, is what I was going to say.
Easy walk Sunday in the park right here. Take your dog or not. Duke just gets all the leeway in the world. Obviously, the space is purchased a little bit from Pittsburgh's offensive, teammates and whatnot. But I'm just kind of surprised that West Virginia comes out of a game 3 like that, and then allows that one to walk in. I got to say that if we're looking at game 1 and 2, I think that's the norm. And game 3 is more of the fluke, Vincent.
Agreed. Yeah, Enchilada hitting a very nice bump there as well. Cleared Magic out from actually defending that, so certainly had a big hand in that. But nonetheless, Duke another shot opportunity, but not so effective this time. We fluked to try and recenter that ball, but Jamie denying that. Enchilada is going to try and do it himself, but again, the defense just too strong. West Virginia clear things out.
Nicely done, Floop. I have to get the monocle out on that one. It's like a perfect angle just at the bottom part right here is Jamie. Now defensive side. Little demo action comes in. Floop will see it back in a second. Perfect positioning right here. That almost turned into this type situation where demos are not actually good, right? Like a big bump might have been better. Floop got like perfect positioning on the backside right there. That was almost centered up. Speaking of Duke, as you get this one out, back out to Floop and Enchilada down bottom. Floop waiting in the wings.
Magical little bit of a touch. Jamie clears the ball back out wide. It'll be Magic taking a 50. Winning that to all. It's a nice touch, and all this is perfect for Ryan. Enchilada nearly there, but wasn't quite good enough.
Ryan right here. Kids would say, hold up, let him cook. Fantastic stuff right across the middle. 71 miles an hour. That's going to be breaking speed limits in most American highways. Parts of Oklahoma and Texas have them up to 80 miles an hour. 70 miles generally the accepted maximum speed limit. Don't know why I'm still talking about this one. 3 minutes to go.
Just got to follow the laws. That's all. That's what you're really concerned about. I understand.
Write that ball a ticket. Ryan again. My God, Vincent, sorry.
Where did this... I didn't even see this play developing as much because Floop is just kind of hanging around. Thought would truly be there, but didn't have the boost, I guess.
Once again, a front row seat. That ticket given on out to the Pittsburgh defending player right there. So West Virginia takes an early lead yet again. Early lead, and it's almost halftime.
Approaching that halftime position, though, hasn't necessarily been a turning point of sorts. Duke nearly had a runaway ball, but nice center, at the very least. Jamie back towards Magic, but Luke will get there first. We'll bump it back out, long clear into the corner. Another center ball, trying to knock it down, but Magic, Ryan, back to Enchilada. Nobody's back here, and Enchilada will close.
15 seconds past halftime. Pittsburgh ties this one back on up. Enchilada hits this one, once? I think the only thing that hit that ball more was the ceiling. It's insane.
True. 2-2. Pittsburgh back in the driver's seat. And they are the architects of their own destiny here. Able to, in the enable rather, game 5 to happen should they pick up another score, but they need it here and now.
Who's left right here? Got to come eventually for one of these two teams. Again, a 3-0 Pittsburgh Panthers taking on a West Virginia University Mountaineers squad that is 2-0. A little bit easier to get 2 games in 3, but regardless, both teams undefeated at this point. And regardless, one of these teams will go down. Magic! From left field right here. Didn't even see him. Break space and time. Gets this one. Glove onto it. Now, 90 seconds. Duke, Ryan, not the pass they wanted at all. Ryan left rushing at this one. Jamie now picking it up. Entering ball. That's a nice hit. Magic tries to play this one off the side and does. Floop, since spiraling back on towards the middle pitch, is Ryan setting up another fantastic play for the squad. Down bottom, Jamie there. Ryan's got to flip forward to it. Jamie picking up a little bit of boost on the way. Magic has got to get off the back foot. Ryan is there, though.
Speaking of getting off the back foot, Pittsburgh need to do that. Luke trying to make that happen. We'll get a nice touch. It's back to middle. Duke, shot, hits the backboard, as does Floop, and going wide back to the right-hand side. Taking some time with it is Enchilada, but Jamie with a clear. But again, Pittsburgh having control. Going to continue to take that until Ryan can take things back into his own hands, and a nice touch cleared away by Enchilada.
That's centered. Enchilada barely gets this. It even clips a little bit. Obviously got to clips entirely. Ryan from top rope. Once again, Magic, though, the bouncing play. It's too far left.
Oh, man.
Heartbreak Hotel has been checked into.
So close, but no cigar. Gotta score here and now. Just one goal to golden goal at this point.
Series advantage, Western Virginia. Up and down, Jamie there, and we're going to overtime. Again, I told you, Vincent, I told you, viewers, Game 1 and 2 is the norm. Game 3, the 5-1 was the fluke. OT we go.
Indeed.
Pittsburgh last lease on life.
Any score here is a winner, and it nearly got put in by Enchilada there. Ryan able to save things. Now he's on the attack. Out of boost, though, and it's up to Jamie. Misses his mark. Has to try and fight things back quickly. Magic ready and waiting.
Loop down bottom. Trying to center this one back up. It's going to be Duke. Magic getting a solid hit. Jamie. Bouncing play. Enchilada puts his corner. No clear quite yet, though. There you go. There's middle pitch.
It's a great touch by Jamie. Just right in the middle of all that. Didn't allow Pittsburgh to do what they wanted. Didn't allow them to set up a play.
Offensive pressure post demo right there. Yields just a defender back with 33 boost in the tank. Ryan, middle part. That's going to be Duke picking this one up. Jamie on the chow. Magic and Jamie actually double commit right here. They're going to be really, really happy that they didn't intersect each other and kind of block them away. Floop down bottom. Floop has a little bit of open room to play with and just sends this one high.
Yeah, I think Ryan got a little piece of that as well. Dangerous ball. Nearly able to cross into the middle of the goal, but it's cleared away. Minute and a half into this OT. It's not looking like anyone wants to give anything up. Duke trying to drop that ball right in front of the net.
It makes sense for Pittsburgh, excuse me. Again, last gasp at life right now, down 2-1 in the series, but these are two teams that are honestly sending up an individual player to try and get everything done, and Magic does! Oh my god, the perfect handling across the top, and Magic cashes it in.
Look at this aerial work. Brilliant for Magic. Nobody can get there. And Magic has been the deliverer for West Virginia time and time again. And he's done it once more. Magic with the connection to allow us to come over the line and see West Virginia take this in a 3-1 fashion.
Fantastic stuff right here. 3-1, no sweeps. Again, keep them brooms in the closet, folks. We'll be looking at a Western Virginia University squad that improves to 3-0. Pittsburgh Panthers, unfortunately, dropping on down to the 3-1 scoreline. Now, we will have, Washington University in St. Louis taking on University Laval. I hope I'm saying that right. But first, see a little interview action. Need to get them on, get this one set up. Right back with you, FBI Tugboat and Vincent. welcome back, FBI Tugboat and Vincent. We got Washington University in St. Louis and University Laval coming up next, but first, a little interview action with the man themselves. Magic, with us?
Yes, I am. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Yeah, no, not a problem. Thank you for coming on in and giving us a minute of your time after the game right here. Looks like you're hard at work over there in the Western Virginia Esports Lab.
Yeah, currently in the esports arena, yes, sir.
I love it. Now, delving on into this one. 2-1 in that first game, 2-3 in the second game, 3-1 the fourth game, but that third game, a little bit different. 5-1 scoreline there in the third game. Kind of what was different about that third game?
Well, after we won game 1 and after we lost that game 2, I kind of got mad. I was like, "There's no way we lost a game. We need to bring it back right quick and show them who the real kings of this rivalry between the backyard battles are." So we just had to put them in their place right quick. That game 4 was a lot closer. It was a good series overall, though.
Absolutely. Did we get the Super Saiyan Scream like in the Western Virginia Esports Arena? Power up?
No, unfortunately not. I was pretty hyped, but it wasn't really much, fortunately.
Love it.
Kind of hard because the Valorant team's in the game as well.
Oh, okay. Well.
Mhm.
So, you guys, I mean, that first game, it was a little bit insane because you specifically kind of came out just to a screaming start. It was incredibly impressive. Two goals in the first 15 seconds, something along those lines. What happened? How did that come to be?
It kind of just happened. I saw a couple openings, so I just took them, and it just so happened to be in the first couple of seconds of the game. So it just definitely set the tone for the kind of series we wanted to play, and was probably one of the big factors as to why we won the series going forward.
Little sucker punch to start things off. I like it. I like the ideas. Talking generally about where you guys are at though in your conference. This pushes you up to 3-0, and as well puts you pretty much top of the conference. Nobody else is working without a loss.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where you guys expected to be, and where do you expect to be towards playoff time?
I expect to be at the top of the bracket. I think we have a very strong top of the bracket contending team, and I think we can go undefeated throughout the entire season.
I love it. Confident words from a fantastic player here with Magic. Now, before we get you out of here, this next match set up, as we all know, no dub is taken solo dolo. Do you have any shout outs, sir?
Shout out to my teammates Ryan and Jamie over there. They helped out a ton for that series. Shout out to our coach and our esports director and all the fans watching us as well.
There you go. Coach, teammates, fans, everybody watching. Love it. There you go. Hearts in chat. Magic, thank you for coming on in and give us a minute of your time after the game.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Nate Starleague, FBI Tugboat, Vincent. We'll be back. Very short break. There's Washington University in St. Louis and University Laval coming up next. Now, Vincent, do you have anything else for the good people? But we're going to go to a very short break. Sorry.
Just hearts. We'll see you in a sec.
There you go. welcome back, FBI Tugboat, my man Vincent. We are here at A-Star League, and we are halfway through our Rocket League dig here, Vincent. 5-game series to start this one off. McMaster, St. Clair, so back and forth on that one. West Virginia University, Pittsburgh, also back and forth. And now we got, on the chopping block, Washington University in St. Louis, taking on Université Laval. I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to attempt any sort of French pronunciations because it would just be bad for both you and I. Got Mini Dompy, Jalelo, and Tekaz on the side of Laval, and then Flash, Piggy, Ben, and King Gerbils on the Washington University side as well. So I think a pretty exciting matchup. Though Laval, I mean, 4-0 as opposed to just 2-2. This is one of those matchups, actually our only matchup today, where we have a pretty significant difference in the win-loss records, which does kind of make me ask the question, are Washington University even going to be in this game?
Yeah, so all other teams we've seen thus far were undefeated coming into their matchups. That's where Université Laval, henceforth referred to as Laval, I believe that'd be easier, is looking at. But different situation all day long in St. Louis here, this Washington University squad in St. Louis here. So I think the picture is painted a little bit more clear. We've seen a lot of all day, we have not seen a sweep, right? Not seen a 3-0. I hope that's not what we see here. And if Washington University, in this international competition, by the way, folks, Laval coming out of Montreal, I believe, I just hope it's going to be not a 3-0 sweep, even if they do take the L. So,
yeah, I think though there is a possibility of that. Gotta give a lot of credit to Laval because of just the fact that they've had that 4-0 look already, and well, get things underway.
Ooh, a triple commit defensively. I know Tech. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't read that name until just now completely. Sorry. I know Tech Oz. That's awesome. Mini going to be getting one in here for the University Laval, and early.
I know, and this fantastic look. That touch by Lello is doing a whole lot of work. Yeah, that's one of those you have to just take a second look at just in case.
Got to. 30 seconds in. Canadian squad strikes first. That was almost a really, really bad back pass. Jalelo, though, still waiting in the wings. 70 boost to speak of right here is Mini with a major clear to the middle. Flash Piggy. It's a really weird angle Jalelo has that works off in the end. Mini then meeting them right there. Tekaz taking something there. Flash Piggy loses this one. Mini almost has a good angle on this one, but it's a centering play for Jalelo until Washington University squad has something to say about it.
Yeah, and indeed, you're going to see a touch, but fortunately, right back in control of Laval. Flash Piggy, that's a nice shot, a brilliant shot, actually, as it goes over the head of two defenders. Watch this.
Wow. Kind of the bad result of the angle right there between 2:15 in, though. St. Louis squad there at Washington University gonna be striking back, getting it tied on up. Then the back foot right here. Flash Piggy gets a nice shot down. Ben almost plays the executioner role right there, right? What's it called in hockey?
Oh, don't ask me a hockey question. I ain't got a clue.
The enforcer.
Ah,
Like the guy who goes out and fights and stuff. Gets physical.
gotcha. All you hockey fans in chat, I apologize. I'm not knowledgeable. I'm from the South. We don't even know what ice is here.
It's fair. Moved from South Carolina to Vegas myself. Cannot possibly live in this town without knowing the VGK, Vegas Golden Knights. Back on into our virtual soccer, our flying car soccer, if you will. 3 minutes in, tied up game. First game of the series.
Indeed. Close, especially so considering the fact that we were just talking about, 4-0, 2-2. Possibility that Laval just kind of show off their stuff here, but no. Washington, they've been doing a lot of good work. Currently, tied game as we pass the halfway mark. Mini has control. It's going to be Grimmer who denies that, and Ben has the ball for a moment. Tekos is able to center that. An attempted shot. Mini not able to get there. Slash Piggy there for defense.
Speaking of, Flash Piggy, nice save. Throw an epic on top of that one. Extra points and style-wise. Tekaz, speaking of style, my goodness. It was rather flashy, it was fancy, and it was kind of just Washington University just staring it down and waiting till it ended, right?
Yeah.
Knew that he wasn't, based on what boost he'd hit for the middle. Tekaz. Nope, he gets over there right now. A little bit of physical play on the backside from Flash Piggy. No, but they could tell that he burned up all of his boosts. Didn't pick up any on the way, and that he couldn't get higher than that. So he just kind of sat down bottom, let it wait. Kind of like that scene in Indiana Jones, the guy like flipping the sword and stuff, and he just pulls out the pistol.
Yep, exactly like that.
Like it might be fancy and flashy, doesn't matter.
Precisely. Fanciness only is good if it works out, and well, this time it didn't. But I'm gonna need to see some fanciness here from one of these teams to close this out, because we're approaching actually just past 90 seconds, and well, we still don't have a leader. It's 1-1. It's essentially a 0-0 game.
Yeah. Coming into this one again, folks, 4-0. Laval on paper going to be coming into this one with a W, but that is not the situation we are staring down the barrel of as of right now. A lot of physical play, man. This is demos on demos.
Laval, I feel like, have been the ones playing the more physical game in many ways. Some very, very nice, precise movements is the way that I'd like to put it, but they haven't actually come to goals.
Mini. Flashy play. Backboard and out. Tekaz tries to reach up to it, gets beat there. Flash Piggy. And Charles Jalillo and wins.
Oh.
That's a little bit too high. Mini knows it, tries to get to it. A nice block there from Gerb. I'm gonna say that's King Gerbils.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't know if you're going to get another opportunity like that. Never mind. Flash Piggy looking for one. Two players there to defend. Another shot. This one, Gerb, it's nearly on target, but this next attempt from Ben blocked away by Jalello, who's got control now. Touched by Flash. Back for Tekaz. Again, we approach overtime as there's just 2 seconds remaining. Gotta score here and now. They want to close it in regulation. And there's a moment, an opportunity. Ben looking to clear this away.
Not gonna matter. OT we go. Last game in the last series goes to OT. We get a second one right here, back to back. Love it. International competition between the University of Laval and Montreal. St. Louis for the Washington University squad. Flash Piggy, backside. Washington playing hard defense right now. Nobody willing to give up this possession super early. That is a really weird ball centered up, and Laval doesn't strike at it.
I don't think there was nobody actually in position to strike at it. That's the problem. They all thought it was going to be a clear, and well, that's why they had the opportunity. Laval, chances now. Oh, just barely off target. Mini had a great read of the situation. Just couldn't quite finish the job. Jalello clears the ball out straight into the hands of Washington.
Mid-pitch, 50 seconds into this OT type situation. Sudden death we go. Next goal is golden. It's Gerb up. Flash Piggy thankfully back if you're a Washington University fan. Back to the middle. Once again, the ball is just not there. This two centered balls in OT, Laval could have taken advantage of, and it just seems kind of like a disinclination to kind of get into the offensive stance, like always wanting to play the defensive on rotation so they don't get scored against themselves. It's still game one, folks.
I mean, to be fair, golden goal situations, it's hard. You get into that defensive posture, and you don't want to give it up. Maybe that could be the chance Washington have to lose this game. With that said, Laval, their defense has been impeccable, mostly because of their defensive play. This time, they're on the offense. Tekaz, center ball. Gerb there for the clear, onto the side. And Gerb handling control, but that's only temporary. As help in the midfield has been bring it out and bring it in. Tekaz back again, but this midfield battle has been difficult. Mini look to center. Tekaz brought alongside someone there from Washington.
That was great physical play, right? We had a player waiting middle side. Perhaps Laval has kind of been forced out of those centering positions that they can take shots on afterwards when this ball gets centered up pretty decently. Of course, we only have one look at this ball. And if that's the case, Washington University is doing exactly what they need to right now, Vincent.
2.5 minutes. We've played half of a game at this point. Here in overtime. Single goal, all that's necessary. Of course. That said, both these teams know it's all on the line. Jalelo interrupts. That would have been the time, the moment, the attempt. As Mini tries to put it away once again, but that too unsuccessful. Chance fading for Laval.
Fading as well. Ben plays it perfectly. Top bar sends it down. Tekaz and Laval still on the offense, though. Ben waiting in the wings, not waiting for that, or kind of rotating, wasn't ready for that pass there, Vincent.
Laval is giving up so many chances right now. At this point, I think Laval really are just playing a little scared. And they've had like 5 scoring opportunities that they've just missed on.
3.5 minutes in this. It was closer to a full Rocket League game than not in OT. Only 2 scores in the first 5 minutes. Nothing obviously so far. Here in overtime, Mini kind of watches Flash Piggy take this one from the side. No chow there. Shot over. Gerbil, or Gerb, gonna be there for it. Jalelo, big whiff, big nasty, disgusting whiff. Big whiff. Man, oh man. Wow, what perfect stop there from Mini though. Jalelo down bottom. Flash Piggy.
Ooh.
When loses this 50 as Ben takes a demo.
Jalelo with some great plays there. That 50 and a nice shot as well, Mini. Mini's had some of the great shots here from Laval overall. But again, that one doesn't work out and gets the refill and the boost. Jalelo goes for the first clear. That one not going to be successful, but don't worry, Laval still have players. Mini and Jalelo working it as a duo.
Oh yeah, 20 seconds away or so from. Oh my goodness, that's still not gonna be enough. When shot attempts like that aren't enough, that's how you know an incredibly even-handed matchup on our hands, folks.
Oh yeah. 10 seconds till we are at a second full game of Rocket League. Jalelo might have it here. The chance was there, but it's again denied. This time by Flash Piggy. It's another ridiculous attempt. It's not going to go Laval's way.
But is not. Jalelo, rest of Laval on the defense for a couple of seconds. Tekaz gets a hand on it and then pays that one. Goes back to spawn for a couple of seconds post-demo. Tekaz off the side. Jalelo waiting on the left side for him. There's a nice pass, attempted at least. Double commit. Flash Biggie comes in. Oh, unwelcome to this party if you're a Laval offense right there. But a nice breath of fresh air for Washington University.
And how many times are they going to get this ball centered and then not be able to close it? It's so crazy, the number. Is Laval trying it time and time again. Tekaz finally going to get a little bit of space via that demo. The pressure, it's building.
I'm not saying that like Washington University hasn't had offensive shots, but this is mostly Laval on the offensive and Washington University on the defensive. We get the call from production. Please, dear God, do something. I'm growing old here, getting some more gray hairs up top. That is another.
Wow.
This is like on record. This is like one of those crime movies where they like record it beforehand and then play it, and just like replays over and over again. And eventually, you figure out that you're like watching the same clip over and over again.
No, this is far too exciting to be the same thing. Another demo and another fantastic chance, but well defended by Flash Biggie, who's been incredible on the defense. Don't know how many saves he's had, but I think it's got to be upwards of 10, right? Something like that.
Something.
Next time he jumps on the board, I'll see if I can tell. Regardless, that's the third demo in a row for Tekaz.
They just don't want to let Tekaz play right now.
He's at 8 saves, Flash Piggy.
Oh my goodness, dude. Again, decently open net right there. Nobody takes advantage. Mini, Tekaz, left side. Tekaz for the first real shot in a while there as Laval is a possession, goes back to the defensive. Ben, Jalelo biting the bullet this time. No Tekaz on the demo. Speaking of, Tekaz down bottom. This is decently open net. Can't quite affect it. Oh my goodness. The ball was just simply not going fast enough.
Tekaz. Oh, thought he was playing with it. Gets pumped immediately the other direction. not able to quite take control as anybody. There's Ben. Interrupted Mini. Back in there. And Tekaz clearing things away. How many times has this been happening? At least Washington, a little bit of offense at this point.
Yeah, 14 minutes, I believe. 14 minutes and 14 seconds was my longest OT cast. Benson, getting closer to that than we're not. Closer to 14 minutes than 0. Down bottom, Gerbil kind of sort of gives us over to Ben. Ben takes it away. Finally, there you go. Jalelo and the University of Laval gonna be able to get this one going. We're gonna try and take a look at some of these numbers. A 13-minute Rocket League game ends with a bad redirect from Ben defensively, and Jalelo striking this one on in.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a look, because honestly, Laval, the amount of times, I just want to see the stats on the shots.
72 ball shots.
Specifically. That is outrageous. Look at the shot differential here between Laval and Washington. It's so one-sided. It's incredible that this is a 2-1 game. I cannot believe that.
Quick math tells me that's 25 there for Laval.
It sure is.
Only 9 for Washington. So that's like almost, tripling up there for Laval. Again, seems like they just really have... Oh, and look at the saves. Yeah, what's that, 17 saves? Is that, again, quick math? Crazy.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, props to Washington. Their defense was simply incredible, especially in the overtime period. There was times during the standard play that I felt like they were a little bit off, and it was Laval not taking those chances. But like during overtime, I mean, geez, Flash Piggy specifically was incredible. I mean, that was a 2-1 game that should have been I don't know, 5-5.
Should have been like 3 games or something like that,
yeah,
right?
I don't even know what it should have been. It just should have been something different because so many shots from Laval, but the defense of Washington stood up.
Yeah, and honestly, if you take a look, quantity, quality, obviously, most of these 25, not bad, but the simple fact they are looking at a 2-goal to 25 attempt ratio, pretty crazy.
That's a good point, yeah. Well, ultimately, Laval taking that one. They're probably hoping that this one is going to be a little bit different, seeing as it was a bit of a hard one, especially going straight back into it. 14, what was that, 12 minutes?
I think it was 13 and some change. I can't exactly, total, Rocket League game, 5 minute, 8 minutes of OT.
Indeed.
Crazy stuff. Seems like we're back to the drawing board, though, here for Laval. Oh my goodness, was that an attempt?
What?
That was a fake, I believe. This is Tekaz on over. No, excuse me, that's Flash Piggy right here. Ben comes up, Ben goes down, Ben realizes that there's no redirect necessary right there. Members of Laval were waiting for this one to get hit back down bottom and left. Can't quite get to it in the middle. Perfect stuff. Laval loses advantage here. Washington University going up. It's game 2.
Is that the first time? Yeah, I think first time Washington have the lead, actually. So, solid stuff, especially in the first minute of this second game. After that barn burner, we get down to the wire. Jalelo, a nice save, will clear the ball away. Gonna be Gerb to pump that down. Flash Piggy. At control. That center ball working wonderfully in the favor of Washington, but Laval handling it well for the time being. Tekaz going to be doing just that. Going to set it down in the midfield.
Tekaz, middling action here. Jalelo puts this one back down. Gerb, real methodical stop and block right there. Then, inside. It was a wise decision to kind of take possession on that one. Tekaz takes a demo as Washington University gets back in the offensive stance. There's a decent shot.
Not bad. Mini grabbing the control. There's a real good chance, but not quite swift enough. Slash Piggy once again, the defensive leader of the Washington squad, doing the work both sides of the pitch. Lolo can't quite get there, so Tekaz will take it. Tekaz with a nice touch. Tekaz can't quite win the aerial battle, but has help. Mini nearly the double tap, but that too unsuccessful. This chance for Tekaz, second time's a charm. Laval tied up.
Canadian squad. They're out of Montreal. Remember right, Tekaz gets this one in and only gets this one in off the cohesive efforts from Jalelo. Jalelo got the bump. I believe that was on to Ben. Not 100% sure, but that was a defensive player that was going to have a hand onto that ball. Jalelo realizes it. No I in team, folks.
Ooh, Mini. Saw a real opportunity there. 3 players were looking to play aggressive for Washington, and if Mini had taken that touch, it would have been a guaranteed goal.
Looking flashy right there. The double commit yields no player back, and Flash Piggy, nice block. That was like right place, right time, plus perfect positioning. A mixture of skill and luck, folks.
Just make your own luck.
Like it. Like it. 2 minutes left on in this one. Mini finding an early demo. Jalelo's got to stretch for it, but still gets to it. Ben, solid attempt. A lack of trying, but doesn't find a second one for Laval quite yet. Or for Washington, excuse me.
Oh, it's such a chance, Gerb. Didn't quite find it. Jalelo, another great save. It's a guy who's really done well defensively for Laval is Jalelo. Ben takes a touch. Mini interrupts. It's there. Gonna pop it over Ben, and then Jalelo will take control. 1v1. Flash Piggy. Good for a touch. Tries the center ball. It's a no-go. Gerb back in time to defend it. As Jalelo will go for the aerial.
Yeah, aerial it was indeed. Some acrobatics unlocked right there, but again, Flash Piggy backside just kind of watches and waits for it to end. Know they're gonna come down there eventually. What goes up must come down, they tell me.
I've been told that once or twice.
I just at this point, if we do go to overtime, can we just not have it be 8 minutes? That's all I'm asking, guys.
You know, it's
a solid 45 seconds, you know. Like,
to be determined. We'll have to see.
that's fair.
Washington currently looking for the closer here. They've had a couple of good opportunities. Of course, Laval had how many in the last game, and it took 7 minutes or 8 minutes of overtime. 20 seconds and counting.
Flash Piggy with 4 saves right here kind of tells us that might be a similar situation to Sing Song Sung, game number 2. Mini 4 shots attempted, 1 save. Again, I believe Laval has just simply had a lot more offensive time. Oh my goodness! Mini said they don't like OT. Go ahead and take a lead late.
All right, no OT for us. Is Mini. Nice touch. Just barely enough as well. And that's all that's necessary.
4 seconds to kick off and a little bit more on the other side. That's going to be last bounce. Washington University hit on over. Gerb has to field this, doesn't. Laval wins 2-1 in game number 2.
Big congratulations to Laval. I mean, they do pick that up, but again, an incredibly close game. You know, the both of us, we were kind of looking at the scores and win-losses, and we were like, I mean, you know, maybe it's going to be a bit over one-sided game. No. Washington, they've been playing incredibly well, and honestly, I think Flash Piggy is the guy that I'm most enjoying watching overall, because both when I'm looking at their defensive play and their offensive play, it's quite incredible to see. I mean, Piggy getting the only goal that we've seen really in that last game for Washington, but then also you talked about the saves. We talked about it in game 1 as well, consistently delivering defensively.
Yeah, something like 17 saves over on this University of Washington side, of course. And again, that was a long game 1. Those 8 minutes OT, 5 minutes regular time, 13 minutes or so of OT on that game number 1. So plenty of opportunity to get in the offensive stance, and Washington just doesn't really find very many chances to actually get that stance. Now Laval has this series up to a 2-0 lead. Either we're going to see a sweep, maybe a 3-1, or the reverse sweep here coming out from the University of Washington. The international competition continues right now, Vincent.
That it does. Getting into it, game 3. A chance to close, and Jalelo taken out. Gerb to start. Talk about a statement kind of play and a statement kind of score. Mini in 10 seconds. 11 to be precise, will be taking the lead for the University of Laval.
Let's take a look at this one. 11 seconds into it. We're going to be looking at Laval taking the lead right here. Again, the interesting thing is that we saw Washington University take like an early lead before, and we're like completely postured up for like a really back and forth match. Now, folks, I love low scoring games. I love my 0-1s, maybe OT, maybe not, whatever else like that. 2-1s, obviously, closest you get outside of that. It just really highlights the better parts of this game. Really shows that two teams incredibly matched up evenly. Laval, though, takes a 2-0 lead. And the way this game has been going, these two teams been taken to the Rocket League pitch. So what did Chekhov's change into? Which car is that?
I was thinking the same thing. I don't know the names. Listen, Mikey's going to kill me. I don't know the names of the vehicles in Rocket League.
Oh, boy.
I know, but it looks like that can't be good. You know what I mean?
Sorry. Yeah, no, you're right. Chekhov's wonky they may look. Doesn't matter. Still got the skills to pay the bills in this game. Number 3, Jalelo shaking it on in. No, it's going to be Gerber, King Gerbils, coming on in for the defensive efforts.
Well, demo there for Gerb. Once again, taking control, though taking it back to their own goals, at least for the moment. That's the danger. Gonna allow Mini to take it away. Jalelo with a demo. Still in control, though, of Washington. Somehow. At least for the moment. Not anymore. Mini gonna win this fight by the look of it, and will do so. Center ball.
Ooh, shot over. That's going to be Gerbil striking for the first time for Washington University in this third game. Best of 5 series as well, so this comes as a sigh of relief for our American squad.
Yeah, but that sigh of relief, it's not full relief just yet. By the way, Mikey has informed me that's the Nomad. Thank you, Mikey, our resident Rocket League expert.
Go to production.
Indeed.
Go to production.
Yeah, adminning, doing all the heavy lifting in the background. Couldn't be here without him. Laval still working with a lead, though, is the point I'm making.
Lead of 1 is exactly how we finished out game 1 in a very long overtime. Exactly how we finished out game 2 in regular time. Are we going to see more scores here? I mean, given that we're not even at halftime already, we already have 3 total scores, which ties.
No, I think this is the way it is.
Okay.
Just for the
That's fair.
For the storyline, you know, I'm a fan.
Oh, let me check the script right quick, guys. Sorry. They sent it to me late. Yeah, so this is going to be Laval taking it in 3-2 fashion. I'm just kidding around, guys. Curb right here. Nicely done. 11 seconds outside of halftime. And this is a tie game.
Man, I had to say it. I really did. Washington with a nice goal to set up a tied scoreline. Precisely what we want, though. Close games all day long. As we get back underway, about to pass the halfway mark. Gerb with a demo. Mini out for a moment. It'll be up to Jalelo. Not quite, says Flash Piggy.
Seconds now post halftime. Tech Oz. Nicely done on the back side. A little bit of wonkiness on top of their car doesn't keep them away from some fantastic Rocket League play. 2 minutes, 7 seconds. And this flashy, really, again, aerial acrobatics coming in from other Laval members. Only results in a defensive until Jalelo tries to bring this one out. Flash Piggy. That's going to be pretty well centered, on point, and Mini plays it. Back on over to Washington U's side we go, Vincent.
Oh, the chance there. Ben with a brilliant shot to the left bottom corner of the net. Defended well. Laval in control. 90 seconds approaching. It's Flash Piggy. Tries to go aggressive. Will get denied. Gerb. Looking there. That's a center ball. Could have been scary, but both players on the offense were already aggressing forward. Tekons with a first touch. That's going to be set towards Mini. He's going to center that ball. Rather, Jalelo will do the centering. But it's back in control of Washington.
Speaking of Tekhoz, Vol on bottom. No, Ben is going to be the one taking this. A shot over. Now kind of a combination of hits right here. Boxing plays we've almost gotten there. Shot over side. There you go. That's Mini. That's the 5th goal. And the way this game, the way this series has been going, Laval taking the lead right here might be enough.
Incredible pass play there. You saw the control. Able to find that space on the wall, then up on the ceiling, and to get that touch right in position. Laval put it away. A chance to close is here and now for Laval. They could 3-0 sweep this thing for the first time today. They can stay without Washington scoring for the next 35 seconds.
In the middle, Galello tries to pick this one up. Unfortunately, witnessing the destruction of their teammate. Tekhoz now back with us. Don't worry, folks. 20 seconds. Jalelo gets this taken away from Ben easily. Candy from a baby, it looks like, right there. Mini and the other Laval member have to combine down bottom just to maintain possession. There's a lot of pressure now the other way. Tekhoz spawning in. Middle side, Washington University. The 6 seconds left to live. They got to score, push this one to overtime. Got to do it soon. Got to do it right now, to be fair. That's a centered ball. That's Laval in 3.
That it will be. Laval, listen, walking into this game 4-0 for the squad, and now it's 5. They've been able to push themselves over the line, and, you know, Washington put up a darn good fight, but overwhelmingly, Laval, their offense was suffocating. They had a lot of it, and they consistently applied that pressure. It really was just the defense of Washington that helped uphold them to as close as these games were. I mean, 2-1, 2-1, 3-2, all very close, but all Laval.
All Laval all day long. We've seen kind of reverse sweeps, like a game 5 where the team that went down initially did come back, even though they didn't lose 2 in a row, excuse me. Washington University, West Virginia University and Pittsburgh, also longer series, overtime action and whatnot. This game starts off with a little bit of overtime, even goes to a 1-goal difference in game 2, but again, all goes the way of Laval. Short break, FBI Tugboat Vincent, back with you in a little bit. Hello and welcome back. Short break it was indeed, because we keep our promises here at the Naystar League. I'm FBI Tugboat here with Vincent, and we got a little interview action coming in for you guys. University of Laval has taken a W, and we got Minnie on the horn here with us. Minnie, you with us?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I did not just take a 3-0 sweep over Washington University at St. Louis, but I still feel pretty good. Let's hop on into this one, Minnie. Did you see this series kind of going down this way?
Yeah, we thought we were gonna beat them pretty easily, but we went in OT I think 2 times. Whatever, we got the dub.
Exactly. Also, correct. We said Montreal consistently. I know that your university is in Quebec. My mistake. Vincent?
Yes.
Well, I guess my question for you, Manny, is more along the lines of the like how you guys were able to adjust to the defense of Washington, because that's what was giving the difficulties. I mean, that was why we saw that incredibly long overtime. How were you guys able to adjust after that overtime to deal with that defense?
I don't know. They were challenging us a lot, and like they were playing good defense, and then I don't know. We kept playing, and we knew we were better, and we just scored more goals, I guess.
Hey, that is how you win the game. To be fair. With that said, what do you guys see the long-term goals of this team being? Where do you see yourself towards playoff times? Are you guys a playoff team? Where do you think you would stand?
Yeah, of course. We're probably gonna play in the playoffs, and hopefully gonna make maybe top 1, top 2. I don't know. We'll try to go as far as we can.
I like it. Minnie, thank you for coming on in. Get us many your time after the match there. Again, 3-0 fashion it was. I want to ask you before we get you on out of here, do you have any shout outs, sir?
No. Shout out to Quebec. Quebec.
There you go.
Canada. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you.
Love it. Everybody, this has been Minnie over here with Laval FBI Tugboat and my man Vincent. We're going to be bringing you guys the North Dakota University and University of Oklahoma here in just a little bit. Now, Vincent, do you have anything else for the good people before we go to a very short break?
Make sure you're staying tuned, of course. It's going to be a good game up next. See you in a minute.
everyone, welcome back. Nate Starlake here with FBI Tugboat and Vincent. We've seen a solid day Rocket League thus far. Our last match is upon us, Vincent.
That it is. North Dakota State, University of Oklahoma. I'm personally pretty excited for this one. I've seen the North Dakota State before, and I'm an Oklahoma enjoyer, just generally speaking. I just enjoy it.
Like it. Gonna be looking at K-Tool, Simi, and Rimsick over here for the side of North Dakota State University, and Bano, Maver, and Razor for the University of Oklahoma. If we're picking best names yet again, like we always do, as tradition entails. I think I'm gonna have to go with Razor. That sounds like Razor.
Yeah, I was feeling the same way. It goes back to my rule of, spelling things differently that are normal things. You know what I mean? Just in a cool way. Razor definitely takes the cake. That being said, Oklahoma 3-1 going into this, whereas North Dakota State, they're a 4-0. So, a little bit of a difference, but not too much so. I do wonder if that's going to matter, but North Dakota State have to be the favorites coming in, no?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. This is not a North Dakota State University squad that is undefeated for no reason. Let's get this one and into it as K2 and the rest. North Dakota going forth to do battle.
They will. As we get into this game one, Bano getting a touch there in the corner. It'll be Simi, though, to clear things out. But, man, already Oklahoma on the attack, because they've been on the attack a couple times here. And they will continue to do so, or at least attempt to, as Simi has been trying to clear this ball out. But, man, has it been tough.
Yes, it has. Maver finally seems to accomplish that one. Mid-pitch, K-Tool wins the 50. One player back here for Oklahoma, and they get it. Now back on out to the middle. Bano, quite a run right now. Shot over. It's going to be hit wide right.
Not quite what they were looking for. The pressure continuing to be applied by Oklahoma. And still control. And in the pitch of North Dakota.
Bano, nice block right there. Kind of put it in park. Don't move. Park the bus right there. That's exactly what was required. Defense holds strong. Simi, left side. That's going to be an Oklahoma player centering this one up a little bit. Bano, nicely done, kind of escorting this one on in. Teammate misses. They're still there. K-Tool keeping the offensive pressure alive here for North Dakota. Double commit. Razor and Maver looks like over there. K-Tool steals Razor's boost, and up close and personal. North Dakota going to be striking first.
Yeah, the craziness here. Oklahoma, I'd say a full minute of this 1.5 minutes here has been them on offense. North Dakota, though, they take the one opportunity they have, and they cash it in.
Cash it in. 90 seconds into this one. Simi getting back into the position right here. Plenty of boost back forward. It's going to be like kind of high but centered. Bano's there, flying in at that one as K-Tool almost takes that one off the top. Absolutely teed off at that one, Vincent.
That was simply terrifying. A chance there with the ball just hanging out in front of the goal for ages, and another chance now. All of those players sort of on the back foot up from the beginning. And it's finally taken advantage of. K-Tool just ensuring that that'd be the case with a bump at the end.
It's Rimsick, the second goal here for North Dakota. 3 minutes left in this game one. Still plenty of time to come back at this one. Again, a 4-0 North Dakota State as of right now. Really putting on the screws and early.
Center ball, Maver able to try that. It's going to be cleared away. Another ball. Might fall towards the center, courtesy of Bano, but it'll be Maver retaking control. Maver gets a demo. That could be enough. No. Nobody there to put it away just yet.
And Maver gives one out and gets one themselves. See how Simi plays this. Not a solid hit, but it's going to be another demo over here. Getting super aggressive. Maver, nice touch right there. The third goal for North Dakota is so close. K-Tool up top wins that 50. Bano does. There's a nice shot again. Triple commit down bottom. Bano going to be getting that epic on top of the save. Maver gets... Bano kind of takes it away from Maver there. Not 100% sure what happened.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. Another nice shot. Simi puts it on target. Razor's there to close it and clear it away. It'll be Rimsick to do the clearing for North Dakota, but Bano Back in control, working the aerial. That's one defender, but second one does well to clear the ball. Tool. That second defender now in position. Razor, a little bit of a nice flick, and the closer not there. Chance was in hand for Oklahoma, but they give it away.
Yeah, that was so close to Oklahoma's first goal. Still putting up that 0 as of right now, though. Tool getting over. That's a little bit to the outside. Razor actually puts it on the nose of their opponent. A technical own goal. North Dakota State. So Oklahoma going to be shaving this score difference down to 1. Razor right there. Brutal. I think I think that was probably going to go in regardless, like bottom right corner. Bottom right corner or so. So Simi still plays it.
I think you're right. Simi has to play it, though. Has to give it an opportunity, or give it a chance. Bono, that's some nice movement there. Good driving. Able to clear the ball. It'd be in the hands, once again, of Oklahoma.
Rimsick. They're just waiting to see how the defense plays it for a second. It's a solid hit out. Bano realizes it, gets it out of the source of danger. K-Tool up. K-Tool can't get a good angle on it. Maver was going to be waiting for them, but a better one to the left side would have yielded third goal, North Dakota. Back on over to the middle. Demo action. Maver. So, no, that was teammate Razor, I think, that flying in the middle and almost turned that one into something beautiful.
Indeed it was. Rimsick. Oh, man. These long-range shots from North Dakota, they are on target, and they are scary. As soon as nobody's left in that goal or in trouble, of course, they've had somebody there the entire time, and Bono trying to clear it out. Simi can't quite get there, doesn't have the boost. Maver tries for the touch, but that too will fall flat. It's going to be up to the last 10 seconds here for Oklahoma to get another goal. Otherwise, North Dakota State have this first game of the series on lockdown. And Maver trying to bring it. Bono with a touch. Rimsick, that's one of his own. The chance to put this away is here and now.
Back down bottom, it hits it, and there you go. Close game it was, but North Dakota State going to be taking game numero uno, a 1-score difference. Again, on paper, North Dakota State coming in at a 4-0 in this one, undefeated right now on the regular season. But this is a lot closer, I think, than either of us could have really predicted, especially once you get like a 2-0 lead for North Dakota like so early.
Yeah, I mean that really did help North Dakota out. If they didn't have that lead, obviously Oklahoma picked up a goal there. It could have been tied, could have been victory. They don't pick up those early ones. That being said, I do think that some of the fundamentals were significantly better from North Dakota State. At least that's what I was seeing, specifically when it came to some of the passing plays. We weren't seeing that as much from Oklahoma, but on the defensive side of the ball, Oklahoma played very well, and they had some chances offensively. Man, you got to take advantage of those times that you have shots. You cannot allow them to go by the wayside, and we did see that a little too much.
Yeah, I think there's a couple different situations where individual players in the University of Oklahoma would be coming in and really like posturing up to get something really, really beautiful going offensively. Teammates just a lot of times not going to be there. This is higher level Rocket League, folks, and it's very infrequent that the first shot is going to be the one that actually makes it into goal. Learning that one the hard way is University of Oklahoma in game number 1, as we roll on in number 2.
That we do. Oklahoma love to win a game here and now, of course. Go to stay in the lead. Rimsick with a nice long-range touch. Going to be brought back the other direction. And with that, Razor takes the moment. Bano actually steals it away from him. Tries to drop that in the middle, and Razor nearly gets, or rather that was Maver nearly getting a little bit lucky on the way that ball got pinched.
Maver, nice angle. K-Tool stares it right down the eyes and says, hey, just block you one away. Easy defenses. 40 seconds right now. Maver, solid shot again. K-Tool on the other side. Broken record over here. FBI took photos.
Sometimes you see it again and again, though.
Maver. And K-Tool. Okay, there you go. We can just keep watching this one over and over again.
Yeah, on repeat. I will do that gladly. chances, though, now here for North Dakota State. Schedule tries to deny that. It'll be Remsick once again here in the midfield. Consistently. Oh, no.
Okay.
They didn't get there fast enough, North Dakota. Vanna with a brilliant shot on target. This is what happens when you put it on target and they don't get there.
Yeah, so K-Tool has how many defensive blocks in that first 60 seconds or so? The offensive pressure on the University of Oklahoma going to prove to be too much. K-Tool looking to get back in that offensive stance right here. Shot over, Bono, perfect read right there. Perfect read, and then purchased Oklahoma team a lot of time. I'm back at this one. Simi, K-Tool right here. No idea. Rimsick was just waiting a little bit farther back.
Ooh, chance here. Rimsick working desperately, trying to clear this out. They'll be back towards Simi. Chance, shot. Bano, it's off wide to the left. And now we're working back towards the Oklahoma side of the pitch, but only for a moment because, well, Maver looks to put it there, and Maver will drops it. That's incredible.
Yeah, that's going to be Maver here. Yet again, scored by no assists. Some solid defensive, or solid offensive coordination right there, right?
That angle was outrageous for Oklahoma.
Absolutely outrageous.
2-0. The score line currently as it stands here. See how it goes.
Game one was pretty handedly North Dakota early. University of Oklahoma put one up to make this a little bit tighter, but nothing doing towards the end. Now Oklahoma, solid little lead thus far. 2-0 right here, getting called the insurance goal. 6 seconds outside of halftime. Right side, Simi bringing this one on out. Razor should be down bottom to meet him, loses the 50. Been sent back on out to Rimsick after another player. Wow, a screaming shot down bottom. Maver has been everywhere offense. Maver has been everywhere defense.
Incredible the way that these players have been able to do so. Simi trying to control, but it's taking a lot of time. Allows the rest of the pitch to close in. Bano. A little bit of a wide touch. That will be Oklahoma trying to keep that control over Rimsick. A dangerous attempt. Look at how committed North Dakota State are. They had 3 players on the offensive side of the pitch at the same time. They know they need to score now.
About 100 seconds left on this one. If it's going to happen for North Dakota State, it's going to happen here and soon. Simi, right corner, Rimsick. It'll be on the backside right there. Simi took a demo. Rimsick comes back a little bit farther right now. A-Tool, solid hit. Rimsick looking for the redirect. Can't quite get there. Defender does. Back to the right corner we go.
A-Tool looking for a secondary touch there. It's just not quite enough. It's Rimsick to take it. It's Maver back to K-Tool. It's a 1v1, but that 1v1 is perfected by the defense of Oklahoma. Rimsick wants it again. We're under the 1 minute mark, and North Dakota State, if they want to keep this ball rolling, they got to go now.
Wow, demo across the middle right there. That's going to be on to Rimsick. Solid hit right there. Razor would have been back to field it, but yeah, 35 seconds right now. Oklahoma looking and sitting pretty in game number 2.
Maver. Another touch. This is looking to be closed by Oklahoma. They are on the cusp of doing so. It'll be Razor. Take that touch. Bono continuing it. How did that not go in? That looked like it was a guarantee. Simi coming from absolutely nowhere, straight out of the pages of Narnia. And Oklahoma, they will close this game.
Yes, they will. 2-0 in game number 2. That's University of Oklahoma striking back on this one. Tied series we go. Again, best of 5 boiled down to a best of 3. High-level Rocket League action here at the Naystar League. I'm all about it, Vincent. I am all about it.
You and me both, brother. And with the consistency that Oklahoma showed in that second game, I gotta say, that's an exciting look for the rest of the series because, well, honestly, it's hard to say who can win. North Dakota State, I mean, they look good consistently over that first game, but it wasn't like they looked unbeatable or anything. And now Oklahoma has showed that they can get that offensive prowess going in a way that they didn't have in game 1. So with all of that on the line, game 3 seems like, I mean, it could be anyone's at this point.
Yeah, really anybody's game, anybody's like kind of like lead to choke if they had a lead right now, because this game is really, you know, series really going down rather close. I mean, 1 score difference game 1, 2 score difference in game 2. It's about as close as we get here, folks. Tied series as we head on into game 3 and see who is going to actually take the advantage in this one. We're picking horses and whatnot. Again, we talked about North Dakota State earlier. If they take this loss over the series, this will be the first loss on the season thus far. They're 4-0 coming on into this one. Oklahoma going to be looking at a 3-2 if they drop in the series right here. Just kind of giving you guys an idea of what's at stake right now. We head on to this one.
Yeah, indeed. And I mean, this is an incredibly competitive conference as well. There's multiple teams vying for that place in second with 1 loss. So it would be tragic for North Dakota State to really solidify Oklahoma's position.
Yeah, really putting a foot forward, especially when you're talking about postseason, that playoffs. That's what everybody's attention should be throughout the regular season. Oklahoma, again, putting up a solid effort. Solid effort in game 2 to keep that one alive. Bono to the left side right now. Remembers Oklahoma not quite there. Not holding back as much as they had in previous games, Vincent. Just not right there on that one.
Indeed. About 30 seconds in and still nothing yet, but this could be it. No, Bono denied by Rimsick, but not for lack of trying and not for looking good. That shot 2 on target for Maver, but Simi. Now it's Rimsick. Oh, needs just 1 player to be following up there. Wasn't there in time. And so now the directions are flipped. Seems that this could have been, it should have been a goal.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Man, that's pretty brutal. That is pretty brutal. We're going to be looking at no scores on boards quite yet. Minute 20 or so. K-Tool, middle. Tries to get it down to Simi, but that's a double commit again. It's not like not working for the University of Oklahoma, right? Like we sometimes talk about double commits with almost like a, you know, like a bad taste in the mouth. Bono.
Yeah.
Going to be coming in. University of Oklahoma comes off of a double kit defensive side. Gives this one on down. Passes and passes into points, people. Love it. Love it.
Passes do equal points is the way I like to see it. Get your teammates involved, my friends. Oklahoma up by 1. And what an early demo that is. Maver says, sorry, Rimsick, you'll be respawning. See you in a few. As Rimsick does the respawning bit, we'll be able to interrupt that ball. Maver has a chance. Can't quite get the angle, though, corrected. And Oklahoma can't quite get there. Rimsick had the boost, didn't have the time. Now they try. It's going to be up to Bono, the center ball, but it's straight to K-Tool.
Another shot. Rimsick is not scared. Doesn't shake so easily. Dakota State very quickly gets in the offensive. K-Tool, top, Maver, excuse me. This one on out, kind of loses possession of it. Rimsick puts it across the middle, and nobody from North Dakota State is to be found.
None whatsoever, but here's Bono. Simi actually grabbing possession off the backboard. A dangerous play, but Rimsick able to get it out in time. It's back to Razor. Razor to Simi. And Simi up and over the aerial, trying to be there, but Maver there for the save instead.
Minutes, 12 seconds. Maver, a bouncing play. Simi easily reads it, sends it not up to the right corner. K-Tool picking this one up, hit across back. Bano, really, really weak hit, and that's going to be an easy one for Rimsick. Don't need anybody else there on that one.
Tied up 1-1 here. Rimsick. I mean, it's just sublime. Shot on target, precisely what you want. 2 minutes, and it is tied up. There's nothing between them. Rimsick taking control. Unfortunately, has no boost to follow that ball. Knows it. Will go back for some. Atul thought he had a moment. That's not going to happen. Atul again trying to take control. That's a dangerous bounce, and Simi's going to send it away. Thought Oklahoma were on the back foot, but no.
Razor. Oh, no! Wow, just like that, K-Tool first shot, first goal, and they got an assist to boot. Rimsick gets this one on over. Razor kind of flipping right there. Not sure if they actually kind of ran out of boost or what. Regardless, Dakota State be taking a late lead. 90 seconds left in this one, Vincent.
Yeah, that's brutal from Razor. Just, I mean, not really his fault, but jeez, that sucks. Feels the need to take advantage. Oh, the shot from Bano is right next to the goal, but a little bit too high to the right. Casual, the demo. The confirmation is North Dakota take a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, that's going to be 69 seconds left in this game, number 3, with North Dakota State. Now their turn. Sit pretty on this one. Yeah, nice. 2-score lead on the rest of this is going to be hard to undo for University of Oklahoma. If they get one of them, you might see North Dakota State kind of like turtle up a little bit, go into a time waste type situation, that garbage time on out of here and just take the dub. Score difference 1, score difference 2, score difference 10. Dub is dub all the same. Should have told our Washington University and Laval teams that, right? 8-minute overtime. Crazy guys.
Sure is right. Craziness ensues. Continues. The chance twice, but the chance gone. That is ridiculous that neither of those shots go in. Now Maver back the other way. Simi the only one defending, but defends well. Gets to clear. Razor with a touch, but that too, not quite enough. It'll be Simi.
Yeah. This is now kind of a time waste type situation. Continued pressure onto University of Oklahoma, but they don't really need to. And every time this ball is foisted way high like that, you're talking about burning 4 or 5 seconds, something like this off a clock. Got to score literally right now for the University of Oklahoma. Not going to happen. They are going to be dropping game number 3 to the North Dakota State University squad. A 3-1 fashion. We'll be looking at a game 4, which could end this one out after, again, this is Nate Starley. We don't do 3-0 sweeps. At least you got to earn it, right? You got to earn it. You got to play an 8-minute overtime game in game 1 between the previous with Washington University and Laval. But outside of that, we've had fiery, spicy, electric Rocket League thus far, my man. Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a lot of fun. This is the collegiate Rocket League that you and I will love to see. That's been the cool thing about watching the Rocket League scene like grow with the collegiate scene as well. Like it's been going up and up and up in level, and that's what's so fun to watch. North Dakota State though, boys, I mean, if they play like that, I think they could close this in 3-1 fashion. That said, Oklahoma, they came out and they were a different beast in game 2, so it's just so hard to say.
Yeah. As far as edges, I mean, yeah, North Dakota State is going to have a lead in the series, but I'm not even sure if that's going to translate all the way out. Again, we have been seeing comebacks, no sweeps outside of the extended series that it was seriously right before this. I don't think the University of Oklahoma is going to drop this game 4 by more than like a score or 2 if they do. This is not going to be a blowout North Dakota State here in game number 4, but we've only seen 1 and 2 score differences between these two teams so far, so a very solid chance for this one to go to a game 5.
Indeed it is. And underway. North Dakota State and Oklahoma. Getting this ball rolling, and already there's a goal. Wow. Bano straight into the hands from Razor.
Nicely done very early, as well as exactly what Oklahoma needed. The beginning of this game number 4 really put the pace to North Dakota State, let them fight back from a deficit.
Let them do it. North Dakota State gonna have to deliver. We've seen them deliver though before, and I have some faith that they will continue to do so. A-Tool back to Bono. Rimsick stops that, but again, it's a flurry of touches. Simi coming out in control, tries to get a pass off, but that interrupted, and Remsick can't quite control it. Off the backboard and into the hands of Maver.
Maver been doing everything on offense and everything on defense thus far. Oh no, okay,
No.
Rimsick keeps that situation still alive for North Dakota State. Dropping 2-0 this early would have been brutal.
Certainly would, but no insurance goal given. But, oh, another near miss. This time,
Wow.
K-Tool playing the savior, the heavenly figure, dropping out of the sky. It's K-Tool now, trying to move forward. Almost had enough speed to get there, but can't quite confirm it.
Well, they cannot. Still trying and fighting for another offensive opportunity here. North Dakota starting something. Nice bump down bottom. Razor keeps this one up and pressure and possession for North Dakota State for a while. So Oklahoma, easier takeaway. Rimsick up higher. Razor. Maver's coming at it. That's just a little bit too high. Brutal stuff. The angle just not true.
Yeah, I mean, tough to find that angle, to be fair, but Oklahoma would have loved to confirm it. So now still, North Dakota State, all they need is one goal to equalize this thing. And then one man back, it's Rimsick. Able to pull the clear is Bono. A-Tool into the corner. Razor wins the 50. Back out by Rimsick. But there's a demo. Razor able to take Semi out, but it's not going to be enough.
Simi from the top rope right here. Puts it down to Bono. Bono just a little bit too high. Defense reads it. Knows they don't have to play it. Maver with a bouncer. That's halftime now here in game number 4 as Oklahoma has taken the biggest lead that they have enjoyed thus far.
So many chances that Oklahoma have had. They finally put one away, and it's the insurance goal at that. It's going to have to be 2 goals in at least as many minutes for North Dakota State to tie this game at the very least.
Yeah, rough ass right now as Maver puts in the third. That was like a 10-second goal right there. Oklahoma has basically got a taste of this game 5 in their mouths.
What just happened here? Just the speed. And K-Tool, I guess, coming towards that direction, can't quite get the angles lined up. Regardless, 3-0 for Oklahoma. The largest
gonna be a
lead we've
brutal
seen
look, dude.
overall this series.
Okay, just like that. That boiled down to a 2-score lead, which is just so much
All
more
right.
manageable, Vincent.
It sure is, and you know, I stand corrected. No more 3-goal leads. My bad. I spoke too soon. I guess North Dakota State saw the swift scoring and thought, hey, I'll get in on that. 'Cause
Hey,
that
don't
one
let
was
me in on
faster
it.
than the last.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I like that stuff. I want to try that one out. Gonna be North
Yeah.
Dakota State. Been a little while since they put up a goal. 3-1 is the scoreline right now. 3-1 is the scoreline for North Dakota State, how we finished out game 3. Still keeping the dream alive. North Dakota. See how this one goes. 2 minutes, the score per minute just to tie it up. Simi, top right here. Rimsick going to be taking this one off. So flying off back to the middle. Maver centered up. Nice hit and a clear into the offensive side.
Minute 45. That's what we're working with. Trying to gain control. It's Oklahoma, and they have a wide open net. But he doesn't. It's not on
Whoa,
target initially.
okay.
Maver there to finish. That was almost bad.
Wow. Yeah, Bono right there. Maver gets the hit, but that angle is true to the inside right there. But like you said, about as close as that one gets. 3-score lead achieved yet again, and that's such a better situation to come into at 90 seconds than at like 3 minutes.
Exactly.
For Oklahoma, of course.
Yeah. North Dakota State, they're feeling the pressure, I'd imagine. Oh, a nice shot. Missed opportunity, and this is another open goal.
Yeah, so this is just kind of a burn away type situation. You know, a bit of a runaway here. North Dakota State has spent the last couple of minutes last minute or so, pouring it all into offense for hopes of tying up this series. And with 4 scores and 67 seconds left, I do not think that is 77 seconds left, excuse me. I do not think that is going to be enough, Vincent.
I do not think it will be enough either. I was thinking back to your 4 scores in 7 years joke, by the way, earlier. I was trying to shoehorn something in, but I couldn't figure it out.
I appreciate the effort.
Bono looking for it. Looking for this defense. We'll get that defense done. Some good work. Continuing to take touches, and some very nice touches indeed. Nearly takes it to the house himself.
Speaking of taking it to the house, Simi. Diamonds in his eyes right there to try and he's put up something else here. Make the scoreline look a little bit better before the end of this game. K-Tool. Simi. Nice bounce.
Ooh.
Nope. Bano is there. Flies up to it. Gets a wing on it.
Nice attempt being made, but 22 seconds, there ain't nothing that North Dakota State can do. Oklahoma, they have this in the bag. It's just a matter of how many goals North Dakota State has on their scorecard. Maver has been just a brilliant player this game.
Hey, we're out here at the Nate Star League, folks, and we're talking competitive Rocket League. Even the 3-0 on the day came off the back of a 13 total minute Rocket League game. The whole smattering of overtime. Speaking of overtime, how about a game 5 here between University of Oklahoma and North Dakota State University? We got another one on our hands. Little bits of behind the scenes look for you guys, right? How amazing is it that Nate Star League, previous season there's been a lot more 3-0s. Not confirmed, obviously, but somebody's saying there's like double digits in a row 3 series, right? Like across different days, across different weeks and stuff like that. We don't be doing those 3-0s anymore. They went out of style last season, Vincent.
Nope. Not with you and I. Listen, we only take good series, all right? Only competitive series.
Absolutely.
You and I, we enjoy it. We got another one here. 5-1 the scoreline last game. I don't know how it got so out of hand. Well, I do know how it got so out of hand. A lot of trying to go all in, trying to find those couple of goals back. Obviously, North Dakota State punished for that, but realistically, that was a close game most of that game, and only in the last 2 minutes did it get so ridiculous. But man, does Maver just come out of nowhere to become one of the best players in this server, though. Absolutely impressive.
Cannot agree with you more. If we're handing out MVP trophies and only one of them, that is definitely going to Maver as of right now here for the University of Oklahoma. It was like Maver K-Tool, right? Maver K-Tool, Maver K-Tool, Maver K-Tool. It was like going back and forth, broken record there. Just the offensive prowess from Maver, which really helped the University of Oklahoma put a solid foot forward. Talking about boiling, talking about cooking. I'm getting hungry here. Best of 5, boiled down to best of 3, boiled down to a one and done. Rimsick almost walks the dog all the way in.
Just about, but misses at the last moment. It's going to be Simi centering to K-Tool, but K-Tool misses his mark, and Razor does too. So Rimsick will take it back. It's the ceiling and a near center ball, but a lot of little small micro touches causing some of these attempts to go wide.
See how this one goes. Maver talking about this player in the mid-show area right now. Seems like really been a part of this one so far, even if nothing has landed. Talking about Bano right now. Has to pick up some big boost, none to be had. Bano outside, Razor right behind them. And I don't know. Sometimes it seems like University of Oklahoma is like double committing at inopportune times, but then it's working. I don't know if that's like North Dakota State like not taking advantage of mistakes. I'm not sure if that's like what is required for the University of Oklahoma.
I mean, they did it again right there, actually. You're right. I'm not sure what's going on, but I mean, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess.
It broke, don't fix it.
Well, see, that's a great example where Rimsick could have taken advantage, but unfortunately, that shot just is a little bit too wide. North Dakota State just need to take those shots and take advantage. And okay, well, that one, I don't even think it was a mistake, but it was taken advantage of. Rimsick sneaks one in. Watch this. It's so close, but Bono can't get there.
North Dakota State taking another lead right now. 3:23 up top. As they're going to be trying to hold on to this one. Again, we've kind of talked about like time-wasting type situations earlier, Vincent. At what point in scoreline would we look at North Dakota State kind of get into that?
Ooh, it's so hard. I'm not sure. You definitely need an insurance goal at the very least before you're doing that. But I'd say you need 2.
Definitely 2, maybe 35 seconds or so, something like that. Especially once you can just get a couple hits onto ball to just waste the time. You're just playing against the clock at that point. Chronological resource, that is time. Oklahoma knows it. Don't want to waste any more of it. No more sand out the hourglass. Tied game, tied series.
Indeed. 6 men on the field, but a 7, that's the time. As another score comes in, it's Oklahoma's to tie this game right back up. And so, approaching halfway point, still anyone's game. Touched by Bono, and a very nicely placed shot by Razor. Rimsick is able to clear it, but still, top right corner. That was very nice. Razor coming back for more. Isn't done just yet, but we'll have to take a rain check. Forced back. As it's a North Dakota State bounce. A-Tool. Semi. Nope, both players missed it.
Dude, again, man, like, this is what I'm talking about. These are perfect opportunities right here. This should have been K-Tool bouncing this one around, and either Rimsick or teammate Semi waiting in the middle, or would have been one of the easiest goals of their Rocket League careers. As it is, I think North Dakota is just like, maybe they assumed that they were, this is just going to be an easy series or something like that, and now they're just a little bit shook. Not sure.
Maybe. I'm not sure, but definitely some mistakes being made by North Dakota State. That is for sure. Another center ball, and that pinch almost goes Oklahoma's way. Maver's going to get a demo, and Bono tries to take it. Aerial not working this time.
Oh, it is not. Bouncing ball right side. Razor tries to pick it up. Maver down to the middle. Simi reads this perfectly, knows the language, likes the author, checks out the book. Because that was definitely going to be an open net pass play type situation. Simi down bottom. Rimsick is there. K-Tool to Simi, though. This offense, or that defense, just transitioned perfectly, seamlessly into an offense. K-Tool down bottom. Not going to make that same mistake twice. Is Rimsick, and North Dakota State takes the lead.
Rimsick catches a goal. This is the same spot, if I'm not mistaken. Watch this. Obviously, the setup is different. K-Tool takes it away, but still, Rimsick locked and loaded. 1:05 remaining. 65 seconds for Oklahoma to score another goal.
Oklahoma takes a W to be improving to 4-1 on the series here, folks. Some serious playoff contention at that point. North Dakota State loses this. They will take their first L of the regular season NACE Star League action. Now, it loses one. Yeah, 4-1. Sorry. What I was saying. Oklahoma centered up. That's going to be Bono from the top rope. K2 weak clear, but clear nonetheless. Block is a block is a block. Oh, man. Simi, their opportunity now. Block is a block. Rimsick up top. Actually missing that one, I think.
I think so. Not quite there.
Whoa, what
very dangerous if that ball was on target. Oh, off the backboard again. Razor trying, failing. Another shot. Finally, Bono has it. 13 seconds remaining, and it's anyone to take this game all tied up.
Player Simpson. The FBI tugboat is a hungry FBI tugboat. Wanted to get on out of here, get this one done in 3 or something. 13 seconds away from another overtime. If we go there, the way the irony gods work is it will be there for 10 minutes.
Don't say those words. Don't say those words. Maver in control. Oh, this ball's about to hit the pitch. Okay. We're overtiming it. Golden goal. Single shot. That's all that's required.
Razor, right side, top corner. Going to be able to get a second hand on that until K-Tool gets in there, interrupts the best laid plans. Maver down bottom. That is K-Tool almost striking down bottom like a missile. Would have double tapped that one all day long. Simi, Rimsix combining across the middle here. Bono, easy takeaway. This one just rolled right into the breadbasket. Now down bottom, centering shot. That's going to be a nice one from Razor. Simi meets with Rimsix to block this one out. Does get the nice clear. K-Tool running rampant down bottom here, trying to take one from Bano. Razor. Again, hits this a little bit too hard, and it's going to be Maver that is forced to play this one across mid-pitch. Back on out to this left side here. Razor. It's this one again right here. Rimsick tries to pick it up. Keep this offensive pressure alive, and they do. Maver taken out for right now. Shot down bottom. Bono there. Maver off the respawn is there as well. Fantastic coordination here from the University of Oklahoma.
Absolutely ridiculous. Passing the 1 minute mark now in the overtime period. Oh, a chance. All three players elect to go for it. There's another one of your double commits, and Oklahoma gets away again. Unscathed. North Dakota had control. K-Tool, it's taken away. Up in the air. Trying to drop it down. Another clear. K-Tool. In control. Stops the ball. Trying to get fancy. Trying to get play off of the sidewall, but it's taken away.
Shot down bottom. Simi. Maver's going to connect to it. Bono. Doesn't want to lose in overtime. Has all day to play. Love it. Simi right side. Picks up a little bit of boost on the way. No, sorry. Maver does. That's going to be thankful from North Dakota that Maver was there. Rimsick. Almost, almost. Maver. Now right side. Simi's got way more boost to play with around this right side. Bano up. Ooh. Rimsick in.
Wow.
Bano almost keeps maintaining of possession. Bono right side. A-Tool down bottom just gets dusted, or left there I should say. Simi tries something. Bono maintains possession, not getting this one out of the arms so easily. Decently centered. Maver is there. A-Tool backed by Rimsick now takes a run at this ball down the middle. Another 2.5 minutes here.
A-Tool. Gonna regather. No. Touched by, I'm not sure who, but Oklahoma able to take it. Clear out by Simi. Now Rimsick. Back to Razor. Rimsick trying to stall that out and allow Simi to take control. Fast, but not fast enough for Bono to clear it. And once again, we're looking at Oklahoma playing some brilliant defense late into a game. But still, chances for both teams. It's K-Tool. Maver trying to center this ball. Maver can't do it, so Bono giving it a chance. Simi back out wide into the waiting arms. No, passes right by Maver, so Simi has another try, but it's centered immediately straight down to the pitch.
Oh no, K-Tool has a perfect opportunity to put a bow on top of this game for North Dakota State. Not going to happen. That was about as open as they're going to get. Pretty guaranteed as open as we've seen in 4 minutes of overtime. And now we are looking at shot down bottom left side. Rimsick getting a little repositioning there for the teammate, we'll call it. As K-Tool now burning it down the left side. Misses it as Oklahoma. Maver realizes it, gets there in the nick of time. No danger as of right now. Floshes out to it. That's going to be a shot down bottom. Easy block from Razor.
But the recenter. That was a really nice attempt by K-Tool. Simi grabbing back control. Able to pass back off to his teammate. But Razor with the center ball. It's a demo. They can get this reset back here quickly enough. No, they won't. Maver. Back in the side. Centers up for K-Tool to clear it away. Now K-Tool. Looking for one-on-one. Has a chance. A nice shot. But Simi, it's cleared by Maver. So many times we've seen this go on.
We got another Rocket League game here, folks. 5 full minutes on the OT. Maver tries a wonky one down bottom. Not going to get anything for it. Bono on out to the right side. That's a hit right now. Is Simi. And this one flying back on out to the outside. Rimsick with a reposition, but not enough. K-Tool. And where is Simi? There they are. Ask and ye shall receive. Simi way, I suppose. K-Tool outside. Almost gets there in the nick of time. Can't quite. Rimsick stops the bleeding as of right now. K-Tool, another solid hit. Now we're going to be right cornered and out. Simi. Yeah. And that's the right corner. Again, Oklahoma members kind of furiously beating feet over to that right corner until finally Oklahoma gets a little bit of breathing room.
Approaching our 6th minute of overtime as Razor to Marva. Maver, I think? Yeah, that was Maver. Simi able to take control. Simi, this is the chance! Simi has it! Simi will close North Dakota State, finally winning this out after 11 minutes. It's theirs.
Wow. We've got a 13-minute Rocket League game. We now finish this one out with the last match, last map, last game of this Rocket League series on the day. Nate Star League here, FBI Tugboat, my man Vincent. And Vincent, I think with that, we're going to go ahead and cut stream here after a very, very long day. Thank you guys for watching so much. Vincent, do you have anything else for the good people before we bid them adieu?
I sure do not. Make sure you're tuning in, of course, to the rest of the Nate Star League broadcast this week. Got lots of stuff going on. If you will like collegiate action, which of course you do, I'm going to get out of here, though. Have a good one. Peace out.